play and talk shows hosted by legends of the game. It's Sirius XM FC on Channel 157.
In the summer of 1997, the New York Rangers tried to sign away Joe Sakic from the Colorado Avalanche. An owner of the Avs at that time, Charlie Lyons, had 7 days to figure out how to keep Sakic. Stopping by Sirius XM NHL Network Radio on Channel 91, Lyons was on to talk with Steve Kouleas from the Power Play about his initial reaction to the news of New York offering Sakic $15 million up front in their deal.
I remember the summer of 1997. The Rangers have offer-sheeted Joe Sakic. It's a 3-year deal, $21 million, $15 million up front. I remember that part. Joining us now is Charlie Lyons, the Avs CEO. The big honcho at the time joins me on the Power Play. So where were you, Charlie, when you first heard the news? Did you fall off your chair?
Well, I didn't fall off my chair, but I left my heart in San Francisco. The phone rang. It was Mark Kisla, who terrific journalist that was always sort of ahead of stories. And he said, "Hey, what do you think about the offer sheet for Joe Sakic for $21 million with 15 up front? How you doing?" Your mind goes to, he's obviously kidding. He wants something else, but he wasn't kidding. And so, it's a punch. I was getting ready to go on vacation, so that's the right time to slam somebody. And that's what it was. So I was a neighbor, my dear friend Pierre Lacroix, and collaborator, lived across the cul-de-sac. So we met at the center of the cul-de-sac, and he just gave me this look like, wow, who'd have thunk? And then, what are you going to do? What's your plan, big guy? Because that's a lot of money. 30 years ago, that kind of contract was destabilizing, to say the least. And also, Dave Checkins had done his homework, right? That they had been smart enough to, because we were publicly traded and we were a young company. He looked at the balance sheet and said, "Hey, look how much money they have in the bank. So we offer $1 more." That's going to knock their company on their ear. They're going to have to take 5 picks. So, given that he had Richter and he had, the greatest player of all time, Wayne Gretzky, and by the way, Joe Sakic's idol, that was going to be a powerful team. And having just lost Messier, he needed to do something. And so he did the right thing. He said, what the heck? There's a chance they aren't going to be able to pull it off. And at least I'm making an effort. And so I felt pretty beat up, candidly.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. Sirius XM 91.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, December the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Pittsburgh Penguins take on the Colorado Avalanche. Penguins on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 941. Avalanche on Internet 926. 7 p.m., Columbus Blue Jackets face the Philadelphia Flyers. Blue Jackets on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 927. Flyers on Internet 940. 7 p.m., New Jersey Devils take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Devils on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 936. Maple Leafs on Internet 946. 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes face the San Jose Sharks. Hurricanes on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 924. Sharks on Internet 942. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the LA Kings. Islanders on XM 223, Internet 937. Kings on Internet 932. 8 p.m., Nashville Predators take on the Calgary Flames. Predators on XM 201, Internet 935. Flames on Internet 923. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Boston Bruins. Jets on XM 202, Internet 951. Bruins on Internet 921. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930. Lightning on Internet 945. 9:30 p.m., Utah Hockey Club take on the Minnesota Wild. Utah on XM 203, Internet 947. Wild on Internet 933. 10 p.m., Vancouver Canucks take on the St. Louis Blues. Canucks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 948. Blues on Internet 944. 10 p.m., Seattle Kraken face the Florida Panthers. Kraken on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 943. Panthers on Internet 931. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, December the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
SiriusXM Fantasy Sports Radio is the place for expert advice, strategy, and information from the best fantasy sports analysis to win your league. Plus, hear pick-by-pick coverage of live drafts and interviews with top players, coaches, and team executives on SiriusXM 87.
Mark Messier is a 6-time Stanley Cup champion. He won 5 with the Edmonton Oilers and 1 with the New York Rangers, and is the only player to captain 2 teams to Stanley Cup championships. In Edmonton, after winning back-to-back Stanley Cup championships in 1984 and 85, it wasn't until 1987 where the team would win their 3rd Stanley Cup championship. Speaking on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Messier joined Scott Laughlin for the morning skate on Sirius XM Channel 91 to talk about what it was like to win that 1987 Stanley Cup Finals series against the Philadelphia Flyers, despite blowing a 3-1 series lead and having to win it in a Game 7.
Mark, let's go back to the 1987 Canada, or not Canada Cup. That was still to come.
That was
the 1987. That wasn't Game 7, but that was an all-decider as well, as we know. But for Game 7, that was pretty good stuff. But 87 in the Stanley Cup final, you're facing Philadelphia. You're up 3-1 in the series. They come back to tie it. Now you've got Game 7. Take us back to your greatest remembrances of, again, almost letting the series slip away and then having that opportunity in Game 7 to come up big, which you guys clearly did.
Well, it just goes to show you that we felt back in 87, we were really at the peak of that team in some ways. Some people think 85 team was the best team ever. 87, I think, was probably the most talented team. I think 85 team had a better overall record. I think it was 16-1 or 16-2 in that playoff year. 87, we got tangled up against Philadelphia, but we felt we're a better team. But sports isn't about who's a better team. It's about it's about the belief system inside the dressing room. And Philadelphia wouldn't quit. Mike Keenan wouldn't allow the young Philadelphia team to quit. They were kind of banged up. They had some injuries, but they were able to extend the series after what we thought probably should have been maybe at least 4 or 5 game series. We lost, I think, the first game, if I remember correctly, and then came back and won 3 in a row, coming home to win the 5th game, only to realize that winning a championship, even after all the experience we had, is not that easy. And then going back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and they trounced us in Philly. Now we find ourselves in a Game 7, and then once you get to a Game 7, anything can happen. You can get a bad break, an unlucky bounce, as we've seen in the past. And so everything's at stake, everything's on the line. And I think luckily for us, we're able to, really kind of rely on our experiences that we had in the past. We felt incredibly confident that if we went out and played our best game and Philadelphia went out and played their best game, our best was going to be good enough. But even with that, there was so much uncertainty. And sure enough, we're able to win our 3rd cup in 4 years, which was quite an incredible feat.
That was Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers, Mark Messier, on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin on Channel 91.
Get the latest news, opinion, and analysis from MMA to boxing and the professional wrestling world 24/7. SiriusXM Fight Nation, SiriusXM 156, and the SXM app.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your SiriusXM NHL schedule for Tuesday, December the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Pittsburgh Penguins take on the Colorado Avalanche. Penguins on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 941. Avalanche on Internet 926. 7 p.m., Columbus Blue Jackets face the Philadelphia Flyers. Blue Jackets on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 927. Flyers on Internet 940. 7 p.m., New Jersey Devils take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Devils on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 936. Maple Leafs on Internet 946. 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes face the San Jose Sharks. Hurricanes on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 924. Sharks on Internet 942. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the LA Kings. Islanders on XM 223, Internet 937. Kings on Internet 932. 8 p.m., Nashville Predators take on the Calgary Flames. Predators on XM 201, Internet 935. Flames on Internet 923. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Boston Bruins. Jets on XM 202, Internet 951. Bruins on Internet 921. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930. Lightning on Internet 945. 9:30 p.m., Utah Hockey Club take on the Minnesota Wild. Utah on XM 203, Internet 947. Wild on Internet 933. 10 p.m., Vancouver Canucks take on the St. Louis Blues. Canucks on Sirius and XM channels 91, Internet 948. Blues on Internet 944. 10 p.m., Seattle Kraken face the Florida Panthers. Kraken on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 943. Panthers on Internet 931. For 24/7 coverage of the NHL season and hockey across the world, keep it locked on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio, Channel 91. I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, December the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates.
Mad Dog Sports Radio.
You're listening to NHL Play-by-Play on Sirius XM.
Looks for a man off the bench. It's Meyer, moves in, he scores! It's a Hattie, and it's Timo time at the Rock. Streaking across the line with a shot, he scored! Oh my, what an individual effort by Luke Hughes. Burst the speed through the middle, crossed the line, and snaps one home. Michael across the line, toe drag move, shot save made by Allen.
Oh boy, Jake Allen is feeling good right now, folks.
Jack cuts to his left with a shot, he scores! Jack Hughes with the ripper, and it's 2-1. It's Nico Hischier on a breakaway. He moves in, backhand, and he scores.
Oh boy.
Devils Hockey is brought to you by Prudential. Protect your life's work with help from Prudential, the official financial services partner of the Devils. Citizens Bank, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, and RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
Coming up, their shutout loss at the hands of the Colorado Avalanche on Sunday evening. The Devils look to find the winning touch tonight here at Prudential Center as they skate for the second time this season against the Toronto Maple Leafs. A very good evening, everyone. Matt Locklear along with Chico Resch. Welcome to Devils Hockey from the Rock as the Devils look to bounce back off that 4-0 loss to Colorado on Sunday. One interesting note, in their last 5 games that they've lost, the Devils in the next game have followed up with a win and generally gone on a bit of a run, mini though it might be. So there is, of course, hope tonight that the Devils will put that loss behind them quickly and find the winning touch once again. This morning, after the optional morning skate, I asked Jesper Bratt about that, about why the Devils have been able to bounce back so easily. I just said, why is that?
mean, obviously it's our hunger. We want to get back. We want to get back on a winning record, and I mean, we got a good challenge today. We're playing a good team, so we're up for a good test, and we're excited to be back playing.
Fair credit to Colorado. They were able to slow you down in the neutral zone. How do you get through that when a team is clogging things up so much?
I think that's when you just got to go back and simplify things. You can't make it harder than it already is out there. Sometimes the simple play is the right play, and most of the time when you play good structured teams, that is the play to do, and then utilize our speed, our forecheck, and winning pucks back. And then who knows, when you get team on the run in the O-zone, people play tired, and that's when things open up.
Well, that did not happen on Sunday night. Once Colorado took a 2-0 lead, boy, they just clogged the middle, and then when the Devils could gain the zone, they packed it in. The Devils only had 2 shots in the second period as they eventually lost 4-0. So, Chico, Resch, 2 things. Why did the Devils bounce back so easily, and how do they go about getting through the neutral zone?
That's a great point, especially tonight against the Leafs. I just talked to Craig Berube. The biggest difference in the Leafs this year, Matty, is pressuring, much like Colorado. We saw it. They pressured the Devils in their own end. Sometimes they would forecheck 2 or 3 people, even though they were up 3-0. They weren't playing it safe. Same thing in the neutral zone. Same thing killing penalties. The Leafs will do a lot of that. I think, though, Matty, everybody's trying to break this down. You got to score in the first period. If you don't score, it's not that I didn't show up, I got no energy. Yeah, you don't, because you don't have confidence. So, Matty, as you know, they had a couple of great chances in the first period, and you were mentioning to me today, they outshoot teams 9-0 sometimes in the first. Don't score, right? That's not a good recipe. But I think they'll just come out. I think their skill is there every night. Some nights they don't have the puck luck, and I think they can do it. But it's going to be a challenge, because the last time the Leafs were in, they jumped out to the 3-0 lead. Devils cannot do that tonight.
And beat them 4-2. That was back on October 10th, the first game back from the European tour against Buffalo, and the first meeting for Sheldon Keefe against the team that employed him for the previous 5 years. Now, as he said this morning, it's kind of like just a regular matchup against a very good team. That one was a little extra special. Unfortunately for Sheldon and the Devils, it was a Toronto victory. So as the Devils try to get that lead and keep pushing and put the pressure on the other side, one other thing that they need to be able to do is, yes, make those shots. You talked about the shot on goal advantage they had early on against Colorado. Mistake cost them. That was number one, yeah. Right? And they fell behind 1-0. And even though you're chasing the game and it's only 1-0, that goal will stand out because Ross Colton was open very much in front of the net. Yeah. But that second goal, like if you're down 2-0 against a good team, boy, they just can kind of strangle you, and that's
Manny,
what happened.
I talk about it all the time, only because I played. You go down 1-0, okay, that's not bad. You got to score 2, right, to get ahead. Obviously, Chico. But if you go down 2-0, now you've got to score 3 goals, which in the National Hockey League isn't like that easy, just to get ahead. So that second goal kills you. And I don't think the Devils are bad defensively. Here's what I would say. I guarantee you in their video room, Sheldon Keefe and the coaching staff showed the Devils what Colorado did to them, how they nullified them, and what they have to do, because this Toronto Maple Leaf team is going to try and do the same thing. I talked to Craig Berube. He said, yeah, we looked at that tape, and we're gonna try to do the same thing Colorado did. So, obviously, Matty, not make a major mistake. That would help. Move the puck, have good puck support, and get some flow through the neutral zone. Because think about this. If they're going to forecheck 2 or 3 guys hard, right? If you make good plays and you beat the attacking team, that means in the neutral zone, they don't have the players there to stop you. But it's easier said than done. But it's a great matchup because the first game against Toronto went 3-0. It wasn't even all that interesting. But tonight, I think we're going to see 2 teams that are going to be, because they're both struggling. I mean, Devils got 1 loss, but Toronto's lost 2. So they're going to be hungry. So it's going to...
Losing to Washington and most recently Pittsburgh. They come in with a record of 16-9-2. They've got 34 points, second in the Atlantic Division. The Devils with a mark of 18-10-2. They're second in the Metropolitan Division. In that game against Colorado, I didn't see anything that caused concern from a Jake Allen standpoint, but he must have got banged up a little bit, upper body injury, and so he will not be available to the Devils tonight. Jacob Markstrom, in all likelihood, was going to start the game anyway, but the backup tonight will be Isaac Poulter, and the Devils are hoping there's no need to use him. He has sat and watched 2 other times. Last year he did that. He's looking to make his NHL debut at some point, but under different circumstances. In goal for Toronto, it'll be the Jersey kid, Anthony Stolars, who brings with him a Stanley Cup ring and a Stanley Cup resume as he was with Florida last year.
And you know what? He really helped down the stretch. He played some big-time games, Matt. He won some very important contests, and he played for the Hitman. Bob Reese is my good friend who owns the Hitman. He played some hockey there. Then he went and played college. But anyway, let's see. Who was the New Jersey player from last game who did okay?
Ross Colton.
We don't want to see that again.
I agree.
He made his crowd, his parents and everybody super happy. We don't want Stolzar to be able to duplicate that tonight. But he's a good goalie. Sam Kassan, I don't know him that well. Sam said he's very active. You know, he's not like calm, cool, and collected, just boom, boom. He'll be aggressive, Matty. And sometimes he might overplay it, which is good and bad. But the Devils are going to have to be sharp because you get shut out 5 out of 18 of the last 18 times. 5 times they've been shut out. Matty, that's not good. That's not just good. That's really bad. But anyway, so the Devils, we talked about it, Matty. I really believe in this team. I know the dressing room. I know the consciousness of the players. They want to do it. The coaches want them to do it. They will bounce back. But as you describe and I watch, puck luck, folks, decide so many hockey games. And let's hope that the Devils have that going on their side tonight.
A couple of players returning to their respective lineups. Max Domi has been out with a lower body injury, but he returns to the lineup. Domi missing the last 8 games. They recently saw Max Pacioretty come back to the lineup after he was out with a lower body injury. This will be his second game back. And for the New Jersey Devils, Nate Bastian returns after suffering that broken jaw in the fight against Ryan Lomberg back on November 1st. Nathan Legare was sent back to Utica, and so that spot on the 4th line. And there have been some changes for the Devils. Dawson Mercer moves up to the 2nd line as Sheldon Keefe's trying to unlock a little offense, particularly from that 3rd and 4th line.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. And this is the time to experiment and try to find out about your team. Find out about them individually. Find out about if one player does actually play better with 2 others or 1 other. This is the time to do it. So, yeah, you're going to see this. I don't want this done right before playoffs, but right now, I'm fine with it. Let's see what each player has to contribute. And Nate Bastian back in the lineup tonight. Let's hope he can bring something special.
He'll be playing a 4th line role tonight. He missed the last 16 with that broken jaw. A couple of guys who have been playing well with each other for each side. Auston Matthews, Mitch Marner, they're a pretty good duo. Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, they're a pretty good duo for the New Jersey Devils. And so hopefully we'll see some of their skill as well. And the Devils looking to come away with a W tonight here at The Rock. Join current Devils players, coaches, executives, and alumni for an impactful evening benefiting the Devils Youth Foundation on Thursday, January 30th for the Devils Sweep the Deck Gala. Join us for what will be an unforgettable night of curling and cards, all benefiting our community. To learn more, visit NewJerseyDevils.com/sweep the deck. We'll take a break. We'll come back with more after this. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network presented by Ramapo College. The Devils are back on the ice, and this season you can be in the stands to experience it all live. Shop a wide variety of seats for every match from Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the Devils and the NHL, and make sure you don't miss a single moment. And rest assured, if your plans change, Ticketmaster has you covered. You can securely sell your seats to other fans with just a few taps. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
You know, whenever I drive in for a Devils game, I know exactly where I'm going to park because I reserve my spot ahead of time with Park Mobile. I don't have time to drive around looking for parking. I just use the Park Mobile app to easily reserve the spot I want. Then I drive right to that lot and there's a guaranteed spot waiting for me. It's easy. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or on the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, book your spot before you leave the house with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
This is Dawson Mercer. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
The starting lineups are brought to you by RWJ Barnabas Health, New Jersey's largest academic healthcare system and official healthcare provider of the Devils. We'll give you just the goalies because, as Chico would say, they're the most important players out on the ice for the Devils. It'll be Jacob Markstrom looking for his 14th win of the season. It'll be Anthony Stolars, born in Edison, raised in Jackson, going for his 9th win of the season for Toronto. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the start of tonight's game after this on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College. IBEW Local 102 has provided highly skilled electricians to projects in New Jersey and Pennsylvania since 1900. Building relationships with their business partners to help grow your business is their top priority. They are the first union member of the New Jersey Business and Industry Association and a proud partner of Choose New Jersey. They have over 300 licensed contractors and mandatory OSHA safety training. Local 102, lighting the path, leading the way. Visit IBEW102.org. In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential helps fans and their families navigate their options with confidence. Plan, invest, insure, and retire with rock-solid expertise designed to help you reach your goals. All from Prudential. Start making your financial game plan at Prudential.com.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
This is Curtis McDermott. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Free, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Max DiFrancesco singing the Canadian national anthem with Toronto in town, and now the U.S. anthem.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
Max always does a wonderful job. Chico, the singers that we have performing here, generally outstanding from Arlette, the Queen, all the way down.
I know. Doesn't matter the way it does. The way the rest of the game goes, they give it their all. And now that's what the Devils have to do, don't they, Matty?
And what are some of the keys to tonight's game? I agree with you. They're brought to you by Ticketmaster.
Okay, you're under pressure. Some of our listeners get under pressure. Devils are under pressure. You've got to relieve the pressure if you're a hockey team. And how do you do that? Well, you have good help. Structure, what does that mean? You have good help. Guy with a puck. Somebody give him an easy out. Don't make him have to make a really difficult play just to get out of your end. And in the neutral zone, again, if you can beat the pressure in your own zone, then you will have more success coming up the ice. And Craig Berube, the Leaf coach, told me before the game, he said, we're pressuring the Devils, so let's see what happens.
As we are underway, the referees are Mitch Dunning and Tom Himaleski. Kyle Flemington, Johnny Murray are the lines persons. As we are underway, here's Jesper Bratt in the right wing corner, skates behind the net. Puck swept off his stick by Chris Tanev. Now it's loose at the blue line for a shot that's deflected and goes wide. Jack Hughes picks it up to Pesce with a wrist shot save. Rebound is loose in front. Devils chip at it. It's still free. Now we get the whistle. And Stolars, who's a big man, 6'6", 242 pounds, he covers up.
Yeah, he makes a couple good saves. Okay, but you saw the play. The Devils did nothing wrong. They got it to the point. Pesce gets it to the net. They got him net front presence. Yeah, Stolar makes a save. They get the rebound. But the puck won't go in. And that's what we're talking about, Matty. That's a really good play. But if you don't have puck luck, you don't score. And the Devils didn't.
They had a play similar to that on Sunday against Scott Wedgwood, where they thought they had poked it through off a goal mouth scramble. But
yeah, exactly.
Officials ruling that they would have whistled it. They just hadn't gotten the out of their lips.
Okay.
And unfortunately, the Devils had that apparent goal overturned. Here's Jonas Siegenthaler at his own end. Out there with Johnny Kovacevic. Nico Heischer's line has hopped over the boards. Timo Meier tries to lay it off to the captain. It comes in front. Dawson Mercer pokes at it, but it gets knocked away. Dawson Mercer elevated to this line. Stefan Nason has been demoted, if you will, moved around. There's nothing happening here. And finally, we get the whistle. Timo Meier had knocked the puck down with a high stick. It was just at his skates. He wasn't going to touch it. Toronto didn't want to touch it in their own end. And finally...
But why wouldn't Toronto? It's not like if they don't touch it, the face-off's out in the neutral zone. It's still down in their end, right?
Yeah.
Go get it. Pass it to your D, who's wide open, and not take the whistle.
Yeah, unless they were fearful that Meier right there, if they touch it, he'd sweep it.
Well, no, you just go and slap it. I mean, it happens all the time. It was stupid on the Leafs' part not to touch it, give it to their own team, because now they did lose the draw.
But they picked up the loose puck. Steve Lawrence dumps it in and gives chase. Now it's behind the Devils' net. Max Domi tries to center. It's picked off by Halla, and it's taken now by Cotter. Cotter, Nason, and Halla out there. Here's Cotter in the right wing corner. Now for Halla, who's been bottled up from a scoring standpoint. Cotter, too, he doesn't have a point in his last 11 games.
Ouch.
Dougie Hamilton steps into Lawrence as the puck is dumped in. It rolls around to Tomas Tatar, and he hands it off to Brendan Dillon. Eric Halla has no goals or points in his last 6, so those guys trying to come alive. Nate Bastian makes his first appearance since November 1st. He checks Chris Tanev below the goal line, but the puck comes out to center ice with 2 minutes gone by. Now a dump in is blocked away. Here's Bastian across the line. He has Tatar cutting to the front. Shot blocked away by Stolars.
Nice high shot off the shoulder. Good for Nate. First shift hit. Great shot.
Getting right back into the feel of it. He's got the puck now in the near side corner, but his pass goes off a stick and out of play. He's wearing that full shield because of the broken jaw.
I got to say, one of the things, the Leafs are a different team, right, Matty? Their top 2 defensemen is Oliver Ekman-Larsson. He wasn't there last year. Won the cup down in Florida. And Chris Tanev, who everybody says is one of the best gamers, teammates. And he's playing well. That really bolsters your defense, and that's where the Leafs have directed their winning on defense.
Luke Hughes off the draw, moves in with a shot stick save by Stolars. He covers up. Well, it's reflected in their goals against. They're giving up half a goal per game less than they did last year.
Oh, wow, Matty, that's very important.
They are
Greg?
fifth.
Go ahead.
No, they're fifth in goals allowed. Goals against. Big improvement from 21st. Devils win the draw. Here's Hughes. Hughes moves in deep. Luke with the shot, save, rebound pulled in. Well, Stolarz is giving a few rebounds.
Well, and plus the the Leafs are giving Hughes. That's the second shot in succession, and he scored on a goal like that. His only goal earlier, Matt. But Stolarz is huge. 6 foot. Is he 6'6"? Let me look here.
Yeah,
he's 6 foot. Well, they got him down 6'3", but I think he's taller.
He is.
Okay, thanks.
That's a typo. Here's Siegenthaler with a drive. That's blockered in the air by Stolarz. Knocked down by Palat. If you stand next to Anthony Stolarz, you realize what a big man he is. 6'3" is big, but 6'6", I would say, is what he really checks in at.
Well, that's what I thought. He's like Markstrom. Boy, you forget how tall Markstrom is till you stand next to him.
Markstrom a little leaner than Stolarz, but yeah, they're both big fellas in goal. Not like when you played. When goalies were more 5'10", right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there were a couple. Ken Dryden would stand out, and John Davidson, but...
No, it's a different world for goalies.
Jack Hughes carries it across the line, finds Timo Meier, has it on the backhand. Wrap around, tried, denied by Stolarz. Oh, it looked like he had some room there, but Stolarz stretched. Now Mercer with it. Taps it to Dougie Hamilton. Tries to get it back to Dougie, but it's picked off by Auston Matthews, the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. He backhands in, then comes off for a change.
What are the shots? Just what we talked about.
6-0 turnover by the Devils. Nyes with the drive, blocked by Dillon. Now Nyes with it at center ice, and he'll play it back to the aforementioned Oliver Ekman-Larsson.
So there you go. Again, Manny, Devils have had some really good chances. 6-0 in shots, but no puck luck. So what have they really gained? Nothing yet. They just got to make sure they don't get scored on.
Takeaway by Meier inside the blue line from Nyes. Gives it off to Mercer. Spins. Now Luke Hughes with the shot. Save. Rebound. Oh, it hopped over the stick of Meier. And it's cleared by the Leafs to the neutral zone.
That's 3 shots for Luke Hughes in the first 5 minutes. The puck likes him tonight, but he's got to like the back of the net. He's trying. But Devils playing well offensively. But, Stolar, you can tell he's extra fired up, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
It's not his first start here at Prudential Center.
No, but he didn't play in the first game.
No.
Played up in Montreal. But I'm just saying, you can tell when somebody has a little, as you said today, a little extra, when the players have adrenaline.
Okay.
And that's what
I say so many things, Chico. I just was trying to figure out what...
I couldn't think of it either. That's why I was asking you.
Bastian chips at the puck. It goes off of the glove of Stolarz, and it's moved to center ice.
Second great chance for Nate Bastian, but no goals yet.
Now the puck in the Devils' end. Ryan Reeves with it. Challenged by Kovacevic. Puck comes to the corner to Bastian. Devils don't clear. Long-range shot. That's the first of the game for Toronto, and handled easily by Markstrom, and we'll have a face-off.
Well, the Leafs, they're like we talked about top of the row. They've lost 2 in a row, Matty. They've had trouble scoring. So if the Devils could get ahead by a goal or 2, that would be good, and they've had great chances. Luke Hughes with 2 terrific chances. And who is that? That's Marner. What a back check by Barner. He did not let Timo Meier wrap it, who wanted to. And I just say the Leafs have dodged some great chances against already.
They win the draw. Here's Marner with it out high. Rister blocked by Siegenthaler. Marner's a good defensive player.
Yeah, we're seeing that, right?
I mean, he can do a lot offensively, but he's one of those 200-foot guys for sure.
Well, especially if he wants to play for Craig Berube, he better be.
Yeah. Puck in the Devils' end. Meier with it. It's poked free by Philip Myers. Now it's loose to center ice, and Myers, M-Y-E-R-S, flips it in. We got a Meier, M-E-I-E-R, and a Myers. We got 2 Maxes, both from the same team, Pacioretty and Domi.
Well,
we got 2 uses, and we get a hand pass called.
Well, I can see why you couldn't remember Adrenaline. You know the double names. He's on top of it. But I want to say, I talked to Craig Berube, and he's one of my favorite teammates. We played together, and he coached this championship in St. Louis. So I said, Craig, what's the difference between coaching in Toronto and coaching there? And you would guess it. He said the atmosphere is so big in Toronto. And he says the number of people we have in the media, a lot of them are bloggers, Matty, and they get press passes. I said, does it bother you? Does it bother me? And I believe him. He's that kind of guy, Matt. Yeah. He shuts that out. But he says, I'm going to make everybody accountable. That's the one thing, and you know that, right? You don't win unless both the players and the coach keeps everyone accountable.
1967 is the year of their last championship. And whoever is the next to win one, well, won't have to buy a beer the rest of his life. Tanev with a shot off the stick, off the glass.
Oh, no, he'll just have to stand under the statue. That's
exactly.
made of him, right?
Oh, there'll be a big statue made.
It might be the greatest parade in NHL history if they ever do win it.
Jack Hughes goes cross ice for Andre Palat, picks it up in the right wing corner, challenged by Ekman Larson. Puck comes loose, and now Matthew Nyes bangs it out to center ice, where it's taken by Brett Pesce. 13:20 to go in the first period, no score. Devils out shooting Toronto 8-1. Now here's Tavares. Finds Domi across the line with a shot that goes well wide, high off the glass, hops out to center ice, and Toronto will take over there. I'll be curious as Nate Bastian continues in his return, how the energy ebbs and flows. Pacioretty, who just returned to their lineup in the loss to Pittsburgh on Saturday. We'll talk about that in a moment as Stefan Nason carries it across the line, but he's checked off the puck. Now Hamilton in deep for the Devils. Centers, haul his shot. Never got through. It's off his stick.
A lot of Leaf fans here in this building, and the Devil fans are fired up. You hear them, Matty, but look at all the blue Toronto Maple Leaf jerseys.
Well, they can't buy a ticket. They're so expensive and sold out in Toronto. It's a short trip here. At any rate, Pacioretty said, you know, I came back in the first period, I was all adrenaline. He goes, and after that, he goes, I just sagged. He goes, you know, you get a lift, but it doesn't last. You got to work your way back into game shape.
Yeah, well, every player worries about that and says that because it's something you can't deny.
Dowling in deep, backhands, cross ice looking for Bastian. Reeves got a piece of it. Bastian for Dowling. Chips it off the side of the net, pokes it in the air. It's loose in the crease. We get a whistle and a stop in play.
All right, fourth line coming close again. The Tars out there. And who, Darling and Bastian. And oh, Matty, isn't that puck luck? I mean, they came so close. The puck's bouncing around. Stolar keeps it out, though, so we got a break coming here. 9-1 the shots for the Devils. Scoreboard, I got to believe it. It's still 0-0, 11:56 to go. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils Hockey Network, brought to you by Ramapo College.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search playstar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This holiday season, visit Boot Barn for top quality gifts that pay tribute to the lasting heritage of the West. From handcrafted cowboy boots and American-made felt hats to leather jackets, our in-store experts will help guide you as you shop, assisting with boot fitting and providing complimentary hat shaping. This holiday, share a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
This is Johnny Kovacevic. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Devils in Toronto scoreless, 11:56 to go in the first. 8 shots for the Devils, 1 for the Leafs. It was a wrister from long range by Morgan Riley. And that came over 5 minutes into the first. But still it's scoreless, and at the end of the night, you got to have more than the other guy on that side of the ledger.
Yeah, I think that's been 100% this case.
Yeah.
National Hockey League, man.
You used to be able to tie.
Now, you did, yes. Except in the playoffs, yes. Yeah. That's true.
But now you can't tie because they'll play to a result.
Yes.
Here's Keisher floating one in front for Mercer. It was a little too far in front. Steered to the corner by Stolars, and now Mitch Marner gets it up ahead, and it's chipped in by Simon Benoit, but it is
icing.
Icing.
Okay. I want to talk about Stolars. He's a New Jersey guy. I got Sam Kassan, my research assistant, to go out after it.
He's going to ask for more money.
I'm sorry. It's worth it. This is a great story. Okay, the mask is really shiny. Stolars' mask is jumping out at you. You're thinking, how's he getting the silver in the Toronto Maple Leaf? The Maple Leaf is silver, but here's the key, Matt. On the back of his mask, you know what he's written? Prove people wrong. Is he not doing that tonight?
Yeah, tonight.
But prove people wrong. I like the slogan, but it's a lot to live up to.
Signed a 2-year, $5 million contract after winning the Stanley Cup with Florida last spring. Now here's Jack Hughes behind the net. Gets it in front, looking for Brett. He was tied up on the play. Now Jack with it again. Spins on his man near side. Connor Timmins checks Jack to the wall. And players go down, and now here's Willie Nylander. Gives it off to John Tavares. Cross-ice pass for Nylander. Backhands for Nyes. Nyes in the corner. Looks for Nylander. The pass goes off the skate of Jesper Bratt. And here's Jack Hughes now with 10:35 to go. And here's some of that pressure that Craig Berube said he would place on the Devils. Nyes in deep. Now he peels off. And Luke Hughes takes it out to center ice for Paul Cotter. Down the left wing side. Moves to the corner. Skating behind the net, tries to get it out in front. It's poked away, and Myers for Toronto will bank it off the wall. Glove down by Dillon, taken back by Myers. Jams it to the Devils' blue line, and Steven Lawrence, who played on that Stanley Cup championship team, now a part of the Maple Leafs, he dumps it in.
That's 3 guys in.
Yeah.
Right? Oliver Ekman-Larsson's.
Yeah.
The goalie, Stolars. I mean, that's what you want to do. You want to surround the team that's never won the cup with people that have.
Toronto deep in the Devils' end. Bank pass to the blue line. Benoit to Timmins. A wrist shot. Save made. Or that hit Dougie. Yeah, it hit Dougie. He went down for a bit, but now back up, and he banks it off the wall to the neutral zone. Tomas Tatar handles in front of the Devils' bench, and now it's on to Justin Dowling. Cuts to his left. Backhands a pass for Bastian. Blocked away. Tatar had it for a moment. His pass deflects into the crowd. We'll have a face-off.
Okay, last thing on Stolars. Okay, I mentioned and you did too, he's a New Jersey guy. But he played at the Ice Vault in Wayne, New Jersey for the Hitmen and Bobby Reese, who owns them, a good friend of mine. And I want to, because he's been a season ticket holder since, well, even before they moved here. He's here tonight. And I wonder who he's cheering for. He's a Devils season ticket holder, but he might be cheering for that guy between the pipes, and he's played well, Alex has. So the Devils got to find a way to get one. They've got 10 shots, no goals, 9:28 to go. Here in the first period, you're listening to the New Jersey Devils Hockey Network. Brought to you by Ramapo College.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search PlayStar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial game. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game so you can catch all the action live. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/NHL.
This is Nico Hischier. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Score here in the first, more than halfway through the opening period. 10 shots for the Devils, 1 for Toronto, but no score. Here's Dawson Mercer in deep, feeds one in front, goes off the stick, it's loose in the crease. Not covered up by Stolarz, but pumped out to center ice and beyond.
He wanted to, but Pacioretty took the puck and shot it out of the zone. And, you know, for a goalie, Matt, you're saying, just let me cover it, please. But that one worked out okay.
Max Pacioretty, the Connecticut native, just returning to the lineup off an injury. He suffered a lot of injuries over the last few years. Just signed a 1-year contract with Toronto. Here's Nylander. Passes in front. It's picked off and cleared by Timo Meier.
How about that?
Nifty.
Timo Meier staying in front. There's no D, but he's there. And he picked off a dangerous pass.
Jack Hughes dumps one ahead. Ahead of the field is Pesce. Plays it to Palat. A little bit behind them, though. Cleaner pass. Might have had an opportunity.
Isn't that the difference?
Now anyway, it's Jack back across the line. Held up by Myers. Gives it to Hamilton. His shot is blocked. It broke the stick of Connor Dewar. Myers takes it to the neutral zone. Checked from behind by Brett. And the puck taken by Dillon. 7:50 to go in the first. Bit of a quiet crowd tonight. There's been shots, but no goals. Goals will do it for you. And fights. Dillon with a shot blocked away. Follow up from the far side. A save by Stolarz on Hughes. Jack broke his stick in the process. 2 bits of lumber, if you will.
And you know how much is lying there? $500.
Yeah.
Sticks are $250, Matty.
Yeah.
For the fans that don't know, I know you do. But $500 laying right there.
And they are in the far circle, and the puck is in that general neighborhood in the Toronto end. Cotter checks his man far side, but now it's grabbed by the Leafs and dumped in from the neutral zone by Fraser Mitten.
And if you're a father or a mother and you're buying sticks for your kid who's in minor hockey, you pay the same price or more.
Yeah, these players aren't paying. Their organizations are.
Right.
Luke Hughes banks it now for Pesce. 6:45 to go in the first. Pesce down the center of the ice for Tatar. Directs in, hits the wall behind Stolarz, and now grabbed by Myers. Off the wall to the neutral zone for Nyes, and now a pass intercepted off the stick of Nylander. It's Dowling across, looks for the trailer. Too hard of a pass for Mercer. Following up is Siegenthaler with a shot saved by Stolarz with some company in front, and we'll have a face-off.
A shot from the left wing boards, and Tatar was in the slot, but I don't know if you're seeing it. Stolarz is playing his angles perfectly. Luke Hughes had 3 really good chances, couldn't score on him. There, I'm watching. What's he doing on the deflection, Stolarz? He's not opening his legs. Matty, he's not going to give you the 5-hole. You're going to have to somehow deflect it a little high up over a blocker or a glove. I mean, obviously the kid is full of adrenaline, and boy, is he playing well right now.
Jersey kids come home. Meier with a shot from the blue line, goes off a skate in front. Pacioretty tries to clear it, and he does. Pacioretty in this building scored his first NHL goal. Coming out of the University of Michigan. He's got the puck now. He's checked behind the net by Meier. Meier out high, inside the blue line. Long wrister hits someone in front, goes to the corner for Mercer. Watched by Tanev, checked by Pacioretty. Puck free in front of the Toronto net, but it's taken by Auston Matthews. Matthews missed 9 games with an unspecified injury. Pass comes to Marner, and he misses the target, sending it wide.
A little overpassing there.
Try to be a little too fancy.
but they're struggling scoring goals as well.
Yeah. Timmins at the right point. To the far side it goes. Ekman Larson pinches in, gives it to Matthews. He's double teamed, and the Devils will clear. Toronto's gone through a big run of injuries, and they are still without some key players.
I just heard some chanting. I say to Kyle, what are they saying? You know what they're saying? Go Leafs, go. Can't do that here. Come on, Devils. You got to get a goal.
Or the Devils fans, at least have to have a counter as we get a whistle and icing called on Toronto with 5:02 to go in the first and no score.
But the good news is the Devils haven't given up a goal, Matt. We talk about it. Yeah, you want to score the goal. I hear it all the time, yes. But you know what you want, at least if I'm playing, what you want even more, don't give it up the first goal. Sometimes you're getting overwhelmed. Only one shot for the Leafs.
That was Morgan Riley's wrister. Well, we saw some of that attention to defense on the Devils' part. Timo Meier, what was he, 3 feet in front of the crease?
Yes.
Picked off a pass.
Good
no
point.
danger. Another icing on Toronto.
Yeah, battle in front of the net.
And they've gotten inside a little bit.
They just, and you know what, actually, you're right, man. They even had a couple of rebounds. But that's what I'm saying about Stolar. His pads are tight and really flared out. And rebounds, you're not just going to bang him home in between his legs or on the ice. You're going to have to elevate it a little bit. And they're trying, I know. Easier said than done.
Palat picks off a pass in the corner from Timmins, who recovers to try to get it back. At least he delays any progress on the Devils' part. Here's Dillon at the near point. Cross-ice Hamilton slap shot, and that goes off the stick of Lawrence. He did not break his stick, so another $250 stays in the Toronto coffers. They can afford it, though.
Oh, you think so? Yeah, probably the priciest franchise of any NHL team.
Yeah, that hum you hear in the building is the printing machine printing out more money. Here's Nylander with it. Willie Nylander in the center circle. Goes left wing side. Toronto moves across. Riley tries to get it in front. It's blocked. Fed out in front. Bratt with a good job of back-checking. Prevented Nyes from getting a stick on it. Now Nylander tries to feed it in front. It's blocked by Pesce. Taken now by Hamilton. His pass intercepted. Cotter knocks down his man. Nyes wanted a penalty.
That's hockey. Nice. Right?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, anyway, he didn't get the call.
Penalty is coming up here, though. Nylander was held. I think that's what they're going to call it. No, they're going to call it a slash.
I got to see it, Matty. You know me. I'm always skeptical.
Well, maybe it won't be that Nylander was the one who was fouled. We'll see.
Well, it's Eric called it. He doesn't like
New Jersey 56, 2-minute minor slashing.
Okay. I mean, I trust Eric. He doesn't usually take penalties that he doesn't agree with, but this one he does not. And the Devils are going to have to kill it off. Only one shot for the Leafs, but they got a power play coming up. 3:41 to go here in the first period. 0-0. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast brought to you by Ramapo College.
An orthopedic surgeon can replace a damaged joint, but they can't replace time. For you, or for the person who has to drive you around. That's why you need a surgeon who's close to home. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we have the specialized care you need to get moving again. Do it right. Here. Visit rwjbh.org/ortho. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy. Together.
Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial game. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC. IBEW Local 102 has provided highly skilled electricians projects in New Jersey and Pennsylvania since 1900. Building relationships with their business partners to help grow your business is their top priority. They are the first union member of the New Jersey Business and Industry Association and a proud partner of Choose New Jersey. They have over 300 licensed contractors and mandatory OSHA safety training. Local 102, lighting the path, leading the way. Visit IBEW102.org.
This is Timo Meyer. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Eric Halla off for the Slash at 16-19. Toronto's been outshot 12-1. We're scoreless, though. This is the first power play of the game, and a critical kill. Nice. Filters one in front, but too far in front of Tavares, and it's Hischier who picks it off. Racing to the front of the net is Mercer. His shot is kicked aside by Stolars.
Well, Nico knew that it was Matthews back playing defense. Makes a nice saucer pass. But good back check by the Leafs. They're playing hard as well, Matty.
Yeah, two good teams meeting here at Prudential Center. Both sitting in a playoff spot. Long way to go. Both second in their divisions as the Devils clear. Brett, Jack Hughes, Siegenthaler, and Pesce, come on.
Okay, I would say for the Devils, watch William Nylander. 7 power play goals already. Make sure somebody's cheating on him.
He's got the puck as he takes it across the line. Finds Nyes. Gets it back to Nylander, but his pass, a soft one picked off by Brett. Racing across the line. Brett spins, backhand save, rebound is covered up by Stolars before Pesce could get there.
Oh, I mean, Craig Berube, the coach of the Leafs, told me they're struggling a little bit, right, Matty? They're not scoring in other areas of the game, not falling into place. Well, there's 2 good chances shorthanded by New Jersey. They didn't score on either of them, but that last one, Nico Hischier with a nice pass across, and Stolar's been terrific. Wow, he's the first star of the first period, obviously. If we don't know if that's correct, but it does say 14 shots. It seems like it.
Yeah, it's always unofficial until it's official.
Yes.
And it changes a lot, but we do know that the margin is wide. Whether it's 14-1 or it's 12-1, it's the one shot that Toronto has. That's it. They gain the zone here. Pacioretty's pass blocked away nicely by Pesce, and the puck is cleared.
Well, you know what I think? The Leafs are just going to be happy that they didn't get scored on. They're not going to be disappointed because they didn't score a power play goal. They're lucky they didn't get scored on. They haven't even set up in the Devils' end. Devils playing very well, very aggressive on the penalty kill.
Yeah, they double team a man in the corner as the puck comes into the zone. Minton plays it now near side. In the corner, it's Ekman Larsson, protects. Veteran D-man from Sweden, recently played in his 1,000th game. Riley has it far side. And the penalty is over. Halla steps out of the box. Good job of killing by the Devils as they pump the puck to the neutral zone. Riley there taps it into the Devils' end.
And Kyle McKinnon, our statistician, he doesn't want to get a fist bump, but he's got his fist up. What does that mean?
0.
No shots. 0 shots for the Leafs.
And 2 for the Devils. Here's another chance for the Devils. It's Cotter, and the shot deflects out of play.
Did that hit the crossbar? Because Stolar, he's looking around like, what happened? I think if it had hit him, he would have known. We're going to get a look here. Wow, Devils puck luck needs to start surfacing around. Yeah, didn't it?
Looking at it one more time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just chipped off the crossbar.
Far side, good shot by Cotter. You know, and Tatar, he's shaking his head. He goes out, gives him a fist bump. You talk about bad luck. That was it right there.
You just hope that it keeps, you keep pumping and pushing, that eventually it'll crack, right?
Well, what else can you do, right, man?
You can't give up. No. Offside on the Devils. Puck had been cleared, pushed back in. Now Siegenthaler and Dewar. A little pushing.
Siegenthaler's been very aggressive. But you talked earlier about getting tickets in Toronto. It's really tough. But you know where it's just as hard? Out in Western Canada. Kenny Cross is here from Saskatoon. He and his son came to watch the Devils. They got good tickets down in the lower bowl for $140. But the Leaf tickets, this girl in his son's office said, hey, look at it, we got these tickets. They're in the second level, $1,000 to watch the Leafs. That's the draw that the Leafs have out in Western Canada.
Wow. It's unbelievable.
As an offside here against the Leafs. But that's what I mean. Same thing in Vancouver or Winnipeg. The Leafs are a huge draw in Western Canada, and the tickets are very pricey. But,
for the longest time, they were Canada's team, and to a large extent, they still are. It was just Toronto and Montreal. Montreal had Quebec locked up. Everyone else was cheering for Toronto.
That's exactly right. My dad, Matt, was a big Leaf fan. I was not. I'll tell you why. Maybe I already did. Christmas came and I'd said, Dad, I want a Chicago Blackhawk jersey. I wake up. Here we go.
There's a turnover. Jack Hughes, snapper, missed the target. Gets it back, and he has his shot blocked away by Benoit. Now the puck is cleared out of play. Yes, it is. It's going to be a delay of game penalty on the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Well, that's good news for the Devils. And that was after Jack Hughes got the puck, went down the slot, and he wanted to shoot it back against Grain. He's coming from the right to the middle, so he knows the goalie's going to start going with them. And he missed it, and that's part of this, what we're talking about. When you're not scoring, you're feeling pressure, you don't get the puck locked, then you feel more pressure, and then you don't hit the net.
Delay a game.
Delay a game. Anyway, quickly, Matty, so I get up Christmas, and I open this package. I'm sure it's going to be a Chicago Blackhawk jersey. It's a Leaf jersey. And from that moment on, I think I was 7 years old, never liked the Leafs. Come on.
Jack Hughes, cross-ice pass, one-timer by Brad, save made. Rebound at the side of the net for Heischer, but he was tied up, and now it's cleared.
Well, you know, this is, if you're looking at the net, Stolar's coming from way on the left all the way to the right. Sam Kassan was telling me that he is a real athlete. He moves laterally as well as anybody. There was a perfect example, Matty, especially when it's on the ice. You got to get the puck up, and I know the Devils are trying.
Bratt backhands cross ice. Jack Hughes will play it. Time winding down, 4 seconds to go in the period. A pass is blocked away. Hamilton with a chance. The shot does not go through. Went off of Heischer, and that'll do it. First period comes to an end.
Yeah, and okay, the Devils can say, oh, that wasn't a great period. But they've got to be positive. They've got to think, yeah, we created a lot of chances. And like you were saying, Matty, you've seen when it changes. When the puck luck starts going your way. You don't know why, but you don't know why it dries up either. So what's the one thing you can control? We always say that in life. Control what you can control. The Devils can control shooting, driving the net, getting on the inside, and they did that in the first period, and they got to continue it.
Yeah, those are all the good things that have been preached by Sheldon Keefe, and he'll go in the room and say, fellas, we did what we asked you to do. Downstairs we go. Nate Bastian joins us, and we appreciate Nate sharing some of his thoughts. Nate and Matt Chico, and how did that first period go for you, my friend?
Really good, I think. I think coming off injury, depending on how much you miss, I think when you first come back, things can be moving pretty fast for you, and it doesn't really matter who you are. I think it's definitely a little bit of rust, but I think all things considered, I felt pretty good.
Well, up here in the booth, if they're asking Maddie and I, we got thumbs up for that first period.
Yeah, because you're my boys.
But here's what I loved. Okay, I want to say you're going down the right wing. You can take a good scoring chance. Do you remember where you went on the goalie? Was it low or high?
It was high.
Yes. Is that kind of been the talk that he goes down and you got to get the puck up? Or is that just you?
You know what? That was kind of a last minute. I was thinking pass the whole time. I think in my opinion, the D actually played that pretty well. So last second, I kind of pulled an audible and just shot the puck in. Big goalie like that, I feel like you can kind of catch him up in the chest, maybe on the hands. Maybe you can fumble one, and one can be laying in the crease for us. So that's what I tried to do.
I know two things, Nate. He's going down. He's really good low. Shooting high, I thought, good choice, Nate. Then you go down in the other end, and then what do you do?
The opposite?
Who did you hit down there in the corner?
Oh, I forget.
But I thought that's a great shift. Almost scores, throws a check. Like Maddie was saying, are you feeling tired, or is the adrenaline still pumping through the body?
No, I don't. I don't feel too tired at all. Like I said earlier, I didn't really know how I feel, but not too tired and excited for the second period.
And we're going to get you into the room and let you get rehydrated and all that good sort of stuff. But can you let our audience know just what some of the things are that you went through coming back from the broken jaw?
Honestly, struggled a lot. I think I've had numerous different kinds of injuries, and ones I feel like are more manageable than the other. But having your mouth wired shut, and not really being able to eat is very different for somebody who takes a lot of pride and is careful about what they do with their body. Not being able to eat is it was a struggle for about 2 weeks there, but only uphill from here for me.
And you're a good communicator. Were you at least able to talk?
Not really. I think if anybody thinks I talk too much, they got a good little break.
But you're back, baby, and you're going to be going at it the rest of the way. Nate, thanks for your time.
Thanks, Nate.
All right, you got it. He called us his boys. I love it. I love that guy, Nate Bastian's just awesome. Anyway, he played a solid first period in his return to the lineup. Devils played a solid first period, out shooting Toronto 15-1, and they'll have a power play to start the second period, but we're still looking for that first goal of tonight's contest. Hey, check in when you visit a Devils Bar Network location for a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming Devils game this season. It's courtesy of Screwball Peanut Butter Whiskey, Proper 12 Whiskey, and Redemption Whiskey. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/Bar Network today to find the nearest location to you. Time now for the Citizens Intermission Report. Sam Kassan, Chico's research assistant and our noted host of the Citizens Intermission Report, will join us after this timeout. He's got your update on the scoreboard, notes from around the league, thoughts on this game, all that sort of stuff. And it comes your way after this. No Score After One on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial game. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
From the electricity out on the ice to the roar of the crowd in the stands, there's nothing quite like Devils hockey. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official ticketing partner of the Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats at a wide variety of price points. So get off the couch and get into the stands. Grab great seats to see the Devils today at Ticketmaster.com.
This is Eric Halla. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
And we welcome you into the Devils Intermission Report, presented by Citizens. I am Sam Kassan. The Devils talked about having a much better start to their games, and that is about as good a first period as you can get without, of course, getting a goal. The Devils dominated zone time, shots on goal, chances, everything went in their favor, but the beautiful game, the Leafs, they looked a little hemmed in. They only have one shot on goal in the opening 20 minutes, but this game is scoreless. And that's all that really matters here between the Devils and the Toronto Maple Leafs. So 20 minutes in the books, shots 15-1 in favor of New Jersey. As I said, just a dominant opening period. And let's get you to some of the highlights from that opening period. You just heard him talk with Matt and Chico. Nate Bastian, who returns to the lineup since breaking his jaw on November 1st in that fight with Lundberg. Missed 16 games, and he certainly had the energy going early through a big hit into Chris Tanev. Then coming back on the back check in the neutral zone, stripped the puck. Because of that strip, he was reversed feet, went up ice on a 2-on-1, kept for this opportunity.
Those guys trying to come alive. Nate Bastian makes his first appearance since November 1st. He checks Chris Tanev below the goal line, but the puck comes out to center ice with 2 minutes gone by. Now a dump it is blocked away. Here's Bastian across the line. He has Tatar cutting to the front. Shot blocked away by Stolars.
Nice high shot off the shoulder.
It has been the Anthony Stolar show, of course, a New Jersey native, playing in his hometown arena, if you will. And he would come up massive on a wraparound opportunity by Timo Meier on his left post. Did a full split to get his pad across to make this stop on Timo.
No, it's a different world for goalies.
Jack Hughes carries it across the line, finds Timo Meier, has it on the backhand. Wraparound try, denied by Stolars. Oh, it looked like he had some room there, but Stolars stretched.
Yeah, Stolars stretched that leg, and I mean, it pulled my groin just watching him do it. He's such an athletic goaltender. He's able to get side to side so effortlessly. And it's pretty shocking. I mean, the guy's 6'6". He's an 6'3". He's an absolute beast. He's tall as heck. But he is very athletic, very agile on the skates, and has definitely been his show this opening period. He would then come up with a stop again on Nathan Bastian. Bastian had, again, the hit, the steal, and the shot chance on his first shift. He followed that up with a nice hit, and then another scoring opportunity on his second shift.
Bastian chips at the puck. It goes off of the glove of Stolars, and it's moved to center ice.
Second great chance for Nate Bastian, but no goals yet.
And no goals would be the theme, but the shots kept coming this time. Brendan Dillon throws a shot wide on net, but Jack Hughes was there on the follow-up. Unfortunately, it couldn't get through.
Dillon with a shot blocking away. Follow-up from the far side, a save by Stolars on Hughes. Jack broke his stick in the process.
And then it would be Dawson Mercer's time. Coming down on the wing, he actually jumped onto a line change with the fourth line, received a pass, and got this shot opportunity, but couldn't get it to go.
Toronto's been outshot 12-1. We're scoreless, though. This is the first power play of the game, and a critical kill. Nice. Filters one in front, but too far in front of Tavares, and it's Hischier who picks it off. Racing to the front of the net is Mercer. His shot is kicked aside by Stolars.
I apologize. I thought that was a different Mercer opportunity. On that one, it was a penalty kill, a 2-on-1 with Hischier, and then Hischier with a nice little flip pass to Mercer, and he was able to get it on net. And again, a brilliant save by Stolars. Another opportunity on that PK came for Jesper Bratt. Intercepted a puck in the high slot, came up ice, did a nice little spinorama, tried to catch Stolars sleeping, but couldn't beat him in the 5-hole.
Finds Nyes, gets it back to Nylander, but his pass, a soft one picked off by Bratt, racing across the line. Bratt spins, backhand save, rebound is covered up by Stolars before Pesci could get there.
And one final big push for the Devils late, trying to get something going on the power play. It would be Hughes again, but unfortunately his shot was stopped by not Stolars, but Benoit of the Maple Leafs.
Up, here we go.
There's a turnover. Jack Hughes, snapper, missed the target. Gets it back, and he has his shot blocked away by Benoit. Now the puck is cleared out of play. Yes, it is. It's going to be a delay of game penalty on the Toronto Maple Leafs.
And on that opportunity, Jack was his shot. He was facing the net. His shot went wide right, but then ricocheted off the other side of the net. Stolars was doing a split save, but Jack had all the net to shoot into. If not for Benoit, I guarantee you that would have been a Devils goal, but it wasn't. Was not meant to be, and that is why we are scoreless 0-0 after 20 minutes of play. Shots again 15-1 in that opening period. The lone shot for Toronto, a Morgan Riley floater from the blue line. A lot of block shots, so we got to give the Devils some credit here. 6 block shots in this game, 2, in fact, for Dougie Hamilton. He had a big block that kind of stymied him a bit on one. And then for the Devils, again, the 15 shots, 3 for Jesper Bratt, 3 for Luke Hughes, and a couple 2s in there for the Devils. And they still have some time to work on this power play. A minute 22 carry over into the second period. So let's see if the man advantage can get the Devils on the board. And looking ahead at some scores from around the National Hockey League, getting into our intermission report. We do want to remind you tonight is Pride Night for the Devils, and the New Jersey Devils Pride specialty jerseys are now up for auction. Fans can bid on these jerseys through December 17th. The net proceeds will benefit the Hyacinth Foundation. And to bid on these autographed Pride jerseys, make sure you visit NewJerseyDevils.com/auction. Again, that's NewJerseyDevils.com/auction. I actually had a good conversation with Devon Downs, who was the designer of the New Jersey Devils Pride jersey. We've had a lot of great Pride jerseys. It is amongst my favorites for sure, though. The brilliant design, beautiful. If you want to see it, go to the Devils website. They do have a video of the jersey, photos of the jersey, full coverage from Pride Night for the Devils. So make sure you go check that out. In this one, 0-0 Devils Maple Leafs. We'll step aside when we come back. We'll look at some scores from around the National Hockey League. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Want to know the best way to find parking for Devils games? It's easier than you think. Now with Park Mobile, you can easily reserve a parking spot for every Devils game. So you just drive right to the lot and have a guaranteed spot waiting for you. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or in the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, don't put your parking on ice. Score a hat trick by reserving your spot with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park. The Devils are back on the ice, and this season you can be in the stands to experience it all live. Shop a wide variety of seats for every match from Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the Devils and the NHL, and make sure you don't miss a single moment. And rest assured, if your plans change, Ticketmaster has you covered. You can securely sell your seats to other fans with just a few taps. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com. Today's game is proudly presented by Prudential, the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils. Whether you're making plans for tomorrow or protecting what matters most today, turn to the rock-solid expertise of Prudential for help every step of the way. From planning and investing to life insurance and retirement, let the team at Prudential help protect your life's work. Learn more at Prudential.com.
This is Thomas Tatar. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
And we welcome you back into the Devils Intermission Report, presented by Citizens. I am Sam Kassan. 0-0, Devils and Maple Leafs after one period of play. In this one, shots in the opening period, 15-1 in favor of the New Jersey Devils. But unfortunately, 0 goals on Anthony Stolarz. He is the star of that opening period. Let's take a look at some scores from around the National Hockey League. And our Premio Sausage out-of-town scoreboard. Premio Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste, the way sausage should be. The Colorado Avalanche, who were just in here against the Devils on Sunday night, they are in Pittsburgh as they continue their road trip. They have a 2-0 lead after a period of play, and it is the Battle of Cole Harbor as Nathan McKinnon goes against Sidney Crosby. And point so far to McKinnon, he picked up his 10th goal of the year, as did Mikko Rantanen, picking up his 16th, and so a 2-0 lead for the Avalanche. San Jose is in Carolina, and that one is tied at 1-1. Luke Kunin getting the lone goal for the Sharks, and Shane Gostisbehere tallying for Carolina. Of course, the Sharks recently traded, speaking of goaltenders, Mackenzie Blackwood to Colorado. And speaking of, again, former goaltenders, Vitek Vanacek getting the start tonight for San Jose. In Columbus, the Flyers are in town, and the Flyers have a 2-0 lead after one period of play. Owen Tippett and Owen Cates getting the goals in that one for Philly. The Kings, a 1-0 lead, about 5 minutes to play in the first period. They are on Long Island against the Islanders. And Adrian Kempe getting his 14th of the year. A couple of games coming down the pike. Nashville will host Calgary. The Winnipeg Jets are at home against Boston. The Edmonton Oilers host the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Utah Hockey Club, they are at home against the Minnesota Wild. The Seattle Kraken, they are at home against the Florida Panthers. And the season debut for Thatcher Demko finally returns after a long injury. That balance issue, that hip-knee issue that he had for so long. He's back between the pipes for the Canucks tonight as they host the St. Louis Blues. In this one, it is 0-0 Leafs Devils. Second period is coming up. Matt Lachlan, Chico Resch will have your call. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Stirring fiber, exercising, frequent trips to the store for more laxatives and fiber. Sounds like your constipation with belly pain is a lot to manage. But if your symptoms that keep coming back are signs of irritable bowel syndrome with constipation or IBS-C, ask your doctor how Linzess can help you get ahead of it. Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LANZESS.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm. and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
This is Brendan Dillon. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Teams back out on the ice. We get ready for the start of the second period. Devils territorially had the better of play. 15 shots to just 1 for Toronto, but neither team scored. The last time the Devils allowed 1 shot in a period wasn't that long ago, November 27th, in the second period against St. Louis. But that was a game that the Devils lost. And St. Louis in that game went about a half hour with, no shots, if I recall. It was crazy. Last 14:48 of that second period, they went without a shot on goal, and then it extended into the third, but the Devils lost that night. Hoping for a better result tonight. Devils will begin the second period on the power play as Simon Benoit sits out the remainder of his delay of game penalty. Devils have, as play resumes, now a minute 15 of power play time as Dougie Hamilton hands the puck off. Devils have gone 0 for 5 on the power play over the last 2 games, so it's dried up just a little bit. They still are number 1 in the league in power play efficiency. Here's Jesper Bratt with it. In the center circle, finds Stefan Nason, glides the puck toward the blue line to Dougie Hamilton. Now on to Jack Hughes. Backhands to Hamilton, goes cross ice for Heischer, took his eye off the puck. It rolled free, he picks it back up. Challenged by Marner, who knocks the puck loose, and it's cleared by Toronto. 37 seconds to go in Benoit's minor. Jack Hughes drops it off for Dawson Mercer. Comes across the line. Second unit is on, but Jack stays out there, so it's Palat, Meyer, Luke Hughes, and Mercer along with Jack Hughes, but another clear by Toronto.
Yeah, Jack goes to the bench. He's not happy. I mean, that guy is driven, Matt, and nothing is working for him right now. Remember a couple games ago? Mm-hmm. He couldn't miss.
It's funny how it goes.
Isn't it?
1 shot on the power play for the Devils, and they're now 0 for 6 over their last 2+ games.
See how the Leafs just flipped it out? That's what Craig Berube's brought. You play it safe by, hey, chip it, flip it, or rip it out if you have to, but don't turn the puck over in your own end.
Meyer streaks across the blue line, backhands, cross ice, and goes off his stick. He was looking for a hauler. Riley was there. I think it actually went off of Riley's stick. Now Cotter.
Another penalty coming, Matty.
He goes down, and the penalty is going to be called on Toronto. It's going to be Riley for a slash. Knocked the stick out of the hands of Paul Cotter.
And he...
2-minute minor slashing.
You know, and he looked at the referee, but he's not complaining. I can always tell how guilty and how legitimate the penalty was. Here he is in the corner. Oh, yeah, now, it's funny, hey, Matty, like they're battling in the corner. But remember, when you just got one hand on your stick, you're not gripping it tight, right? So Riley hits the stick, knocked it out of his hand. He didn't, viciously slash at it. But don't hit a player's stick if he's only got one hand on it, because he's going to lose it.
So the Devils back on the power play. Centering pass for Heischer is picked off, and Auston Matthews races ahead. Spins back at the red line. Gives it to Benoit, and he'll clear. Actually, he was looking for Marner. It was a little too far in front of him, so essentially a clear. Well, let's see what the Devils can do on this power play after just 1 shot on the last one. Brad across the line, has a man in front, looking for Nason. Pass just a little too far in front. Nason really hadn't gotten there. Now it's tapped to the blue line for Jack Hughes. On to Brad, far circle. Down low it goes. Nason cross ice, it's off the stick. Hops away from Dougie Hamilton. Maybe a little overpassing there.
Exactly, Matty. You saw it. I'll say to the folks, okay, if you're looking at the net, Nason gets the puck on the left side on the crease. He's all alone, but he doesn't want to try to do anything with. He's waiting for Dougie Hamilton to come down from the right side, and the pass never got to him.
Devils back across the line. Here's Palat in the corner. Sweeps it on the backhand to Meyer. Timo, bottom of the far circle, still with it. Skates behind the net. Flips one to Pratt. Back to Meyer it goes. 50 to go in the power play. Meyer rips one, glove save made, and we'll have a face-off.
Now that's a nice shot. I just want to get back to Nason, Manny. You're there, I'm there. It's a tough spot to score, but do you try? or do you try to throw it across to Dougie Hamilton and it got deflected? But Timo Meier says, no, I'm in the slow. Does he rip it? He's outside the circle, but it's a knuckler. Well, we know who the star of the game's been so far. That guy from New Jersey, Stolars, which he got 16 saves.
Yeah, he has been the star indeed. Luke Hughes' pass comes back to him, flips one cross ice, not controlled, and Toronto will break out. It's a 2-on-1. Marner and Matthews. Pass by Marner to Matthews, blocked away by Meier.
Meier's a defenseman.
And here come the Devils, back across the line. What a play by Timo Meier against two of the most gifted offensive players in the league.
Good point.
Now the puck is cleared again to center ice.
Another one.
Marner and Matthews. Matthews takes the pass, sends one wide. Oh, two chances shorthanded for the two stars. Give credit to Timo Meier on the first. That one was just a misfire.
Stars are a little flickering tonight, Matty. Both Jack and Matthews. That pass from Marner, he was forcing it. And Meier knew it. Good play by Timo. Because again, the Devils got one shot. That's it.
Puck comes in front, covered up by Markstrom, and then he turtles with two Leafs near him. Nylander and Nyes will have a face-off.
I don't know what everybody thinks. Everybody's different, Matty. But when you're struggling, don't you think, let's get 4 shots on this power play. Right? Even if we don't score. But it'll feel good. But when you just get one long shot, I could be wrong. Maybe the players feel good just about getting the chances. Matthews missed the net by a lot. He tried to quick shoot it over the blocker and didn't do a very good job and shot about 1.5 feet wide.
That was after Meier stopped 2-on-1 shorthanded by Toronto. Great job intercepting a pass. So we stay scoreless. Devils 0 for 2 on the power play. Just one shot on each of those power plays.
But Matthews is a breakaway, right? You expect, he's going to get a shot, right?
Yeah.
What did you get, 69 goals last year?
69.
So he's going to at least get it on net. But he's still coming back, and he hasn't put the pucks in the net like he did last year. But that's okay. He's been injured and playing a different style.
9 games missed with a mysterious ailment that sent him to Germany for some help. This is his 6th game back. I'm always curious when players, not to say there's not good medical care in Europe. Here's Kovacevic, plays one in front, comes all the way through. But you have so much available to you in North America, and you go to Germany?
Yeah, but it was for the diet. He ate a lot of schnitzel. That's why they sent him there. No, you're right, because how can you figure it out?
But not everybody has the answers, and if you got to go worldwide to find one. So,
yeah, but
I can understand that too.
And then some player, here's what I wonder, Matty. Remember when the lockout was? I know it's been a while. Some players were over there. Did some of them suggest, hey, this guy's really good? And I don't know.
Could be. Here's Cotter across the line. Gives it off to Nason. Looks to go cross ice. It's blocked away, and then Matthews lifts Cotter's stick.
Step on.
Shoot the puck. Here's Matthews again. Backhand save made by Markstrom. That was on target. Markstrom came up with the stop.
Good save. His best of the night, right, Matt? No, he doesn't have a lot of them, but that was a big one.
Huge. And there have been chances for Toronto here.
Whatever.
It is scoreless, and I'm not saying that the next goal wins, but the way the Devils have played, out shooting them 18-2, you don't want to give up an odd man rush or an easy goal.
No, and I'll tell you one thing, it does look like next goal wins.
Dillon intercepts a pass, sweeps it now to Hischier. Devils having a pass mentality. Hischier with a shot that's blocked, and here comes Marner. He's in the center circle. Crisscrosses with Tavares. Marner stick handles, looks around. Inside the blue line, long wrist shot goes wide. Ekman Larson picks it up far side. Now Marner with a drive, stopped by Markstrom as he clears it near side. Timo Meier carries it out to center ice, but the puck rolls off his stick. He's able to poke it in, but offside. Dawson Mercer was in the zone. He was clearing into the bench, but he didn't quite get to that door that was still inside the zone.
So I want to say really quickly, Nason has a great chance, doesn't shoot. Dillon has a good chance, right down the slot, he doesn't shoot. And the passes never got to anybody. If I'm the coach, I'm saying, guys, no more. you got to shoot the puck. And the Devils won't score if they don't. And they haven't so far, neither has the Leafs. That's the good news. 13-11 to go here in the second period. And you're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey announcer, Matty Loughlin, brought to you by Ramapo College.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. A Fanatics experience.
No one plans on heart problems, but everyone should have a plan for them. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. With the latest technology and a highly specialized team of nurses, cardiologists, and surgeons, our network offers the most complete heart and vascular care in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. Visit rwjbh.org/heart.
In hockey, it's all about protecting the net. And at Prudential, we're all about helping you protect your life's work. As the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils, Prudential helps fans and their families navigate their options with confidence. Plan, invest, insure, and retire with rock-solid expertise designed to help you reach your goals. All from Prudential. Start making your financial game plan at Prudential.com.
This is Jonas Siegenthaler. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
No score here, Devils and Toronto. These teams met in some memorable playoff series in the early part of this decade. Our quiz question has to do with one of those series, but we'll get to it in a moment as Palat has his pass tipped away and Pesce picks it up in his own end. Now Luke Hughes up for Jesper Bratt. 19 shots for the Devils, 4 for Toronto. No score, and Toronto's had a couple of terrific opportunities here in the second. Bratt goes cross ice. Palat in deep, he scores! Andre Palat rifles one home. It's 1-0.
Fourth goal of the season. You'd think, well, it might not be Palat who gets the scoring started, but Jesper Bratt picks it up near the bench at the right side of the rink. Right now, he doesn't shoot because he's being a little pressured. There's 4 Leafs back, but none of them can get to Palat. What a pass by Jesper. And Palat shoots short side, coming in on the left side, left-handed shot, so the puck's towards the boards. He's got to make a dandy shot, but does he shoot it low, man?
Nope.
No, he goes high over the blocker, and let's see what that does to this game.
First goal in 11 games for Andre Palat. Oh, and that's a big one. I mean, you play as well as the Devils have.
Yes.
And had Toronto scored, and you're down 1-0, it would seem like 3-0. But now you've got the lead.
Exactly, and let's see how that affects both teams, because you're right, Matty, something's got to break here.
And you can't, Timmins, fans on a pass, Devils across the line, here's Cotter, moves to his left, slowed down and checked off the play by Holmberg, and now it's moved out to center ice. Brian Reeves dumps it ahead, Holmberg after it in the corner, plays it around now for Dewar in the left wing corner. Ekman Larson at the point, wrist shot that hit a body in front, it went off of Reeves. Now Holmberg with it, fires it to the blue line. Tanner with a wrister, and that deflects off the glass. Jacob Markstrom was reaching for it to make a glove save, but there were so many bodies in front, there's no way he saw it. Here's a backhand pass for Holmberg. That goes off his stick as he was at the side of the net. Oh, big hit by Nason on Holmberg as the puck stays in the Devils' zone. So a nice response here by Toronto as the puck is cleared. They trail 1-0. The goal by Palat at 7:16. Jesper Bratt the only assist. Overskating the puck far side is Minton. Recovers to get it down low. Now a pass comes out off a stick. Penalty coming up. Dowling is going to go off. I think it's Dowling. As Lawrence is down, and yeah, it's Dowling who's going to go off.
Well, The fourth line of the Leafs had some good chances, Matty. And
oh no, it's going to be Siegenthaler. Dowling was near the man.
New Jersey, number 71. 2-minute minor interference.
Well, he's a little surprised, Matty. You're a little surprised. You know, sometimes it's just circumstantial. Oh, my. Okay, like, Marner's backing into him. So, and the inside position is the Siegenthaler. He puts his stick out and kind of leads on Marner, who goes down in a heap. Let's see. Is Marner... Oh, he's still out there. Oh, he was really hit. I'm just saying, Matty, and, you know, John Tortorella, some of the things I don't agree with. He said the diving is getting ridiculous. He said, I got to start teaching my team to dive more. I've always told them, I don't want to see dives. You know what? Work for Marner.
Offside called on Toronto, so 22 seconds elapsing on the Siegenthaler minor. The quiz question is, we talked about the playoff matchups these teams had in the early part of this century. In the 2000 Eastern Conference semifinals, who scored the game-winning goal for the Devils and the series-clinching goal in Game 6 of that game? And fans may recall that as the night in which Toronto, with their backs against the wall, had 6 shots on goal. 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third.
Well, that Devils team could play defense, and I know you're going to bring it up later. I won't give it away, but they had a coach here that really taught them how to play defense. We'll get to that later.
Yeah. By the way, that mark still stands. Oh, nice poke check by Hischier. He'll have a breakaway. Short-handed. Nico in. Save made by Stolarz.
Tries to go 5-hole. And Stolarz has been good down low.
Here comes Tavares. Plays it in front for Nice. Knocks it out of the air and wide.
Whoa, that would have been a goal. Would have been a goal out of the air.
Now here's Matthews with the top of the circle. Wrist shot blocked by Hamilton. 44 to go, and now the puck comes free. And Toronto has to regroup in their own end. Devils penalty kill. Doing a nice job so far. Here's Nylander. His 7 power play goals that Chico mentioned earlier. Tied for second in the league. He's got it. Whistles one down low. Domi comes cross ice for Riley. He was challenged and fumbled. The shot, it went wide, and the Devils clear.
Well, it was a cross ice one-timer, and I've said it so many times, Matty. If it's not right where you need it, it's really hard to put the puck where you'd like it to go, and Riley didn't even come close.
Stolarz slapping his stick on the ice, indicating Siegenthaler is about to step out, which he does now. Devils 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. Here's Riley. We're skating 5 aside. Risks one looking for a tip. Misses the target. No one got it. It went off the glass. Now it's in the left wing corner for Pacioretty. 9 minutes to go in the second. Devils lead 1-0. Riley at the left point. Goes cross ice. Quick shot. Save. Puck is loose. And Eric Hall able to get it on to Stefan Nason. Backhand to the neutral zone. Siegenthaler slides it in.
I guarantee you, Craig Berube, the coach of the Leafs, and the Leafs fans are saying, 4 shots. What are we doing? Just like we've done with the Devils when they've been shut out. We get an icing here. And I don't know, Matt, like, what are the Leafs doing wrong? They're moving the puck, but they're missing the net a lot, aren't they?
Yeah, there have been some missed opportunities for sure.
And you tend to do that when you're struggling to score. You tend to start to cut it too fine and start missing the net. And the Devils are just fine with that. They got the 1-0 lead.
Markstrom protecting that lead with a brilliant stop on Matthews.
Yes. And then Stolarz, after he got that goal against, I thought, what's he going to do? Breakaway by Hischier. Plugged the 5-hole and robbed him.
Yep. So the goalies have been good. More work for Anthony Stolarz, though. 24 shots for the Devils, to those 4 for the Maple Leafs. Now here's Connor Dewar in deep. Try to get it in front. It's blocked away by Luke Hughes. Battle in the corner. Ryan Reeves with it. Tries to get it to the blue line. Pass was blocked. He got it back. Now Jack Hughes has it. Oh, a nifty backhand pass by Jack to get out of pressure. Finds Timo Meier, delivers it into the Toronto zone. That was a no-panic pass. Long-range shot blocker to side by Markstrom. Matthews down low for Reeves. Redirect save by Markstrom.
Hey, I want to ask you something, Matty, and it might be my imagination, but does Matthews look as confident as you've seen him?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought. He just doesn't look like, give me that puck, I'll take it down and score or make a play. And that happens. You lose your confidence. It affects not only you, but your entire team, and that's what's happening here. Devils have the 1-0 lead. 7:51 to go here in the second period. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast brought to you by Ramapo College.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search PlayStar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial game. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
This is Stefan Nason. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
1-0 Devils in front of Toronto on Andre Palat's goal on the assist to Jesper Bratt. Bratt now with 25 helpers, 38 points.
That guy can score. Hey, man, he just either scored him in the net himself or terrific passer.
He is. He's a very good passer. Here's Marner playing it down low. He was looking for a man cutting in front and missed it, and there was a scoring opportunity for him.
I know. I'm thinking shoot it on net, try to score, hit the goalie. Your guy's going to drive the net. He'll get a rebound if it's there. Instead, he makes a very low percentage hard pass. And he was in a scoring spot, but the Devils are liking that.
Well, as you mentioned, they're struggling a bit with offense. They've lost their last two, and confidence goes. And you know, we were talking about it. I don't think Auston Matthews looks like his old self. He went for stem cell therapy, we were informed by our research assistant, Sam Kassan, during the commercial break. That's what sent him to Germany. And he said earlier this week, he goes, hey, I'm not 100%. It's going to take a while. You got to get back up to speed.
Okay.
So whatever it is that's ailing him, it seems to be showing tonight. Brett Pesce with a shot. Deflects off of Stolarz. Coming out in front is Nason. Denied by Stolarz, and the puck is cleared.
Well, what happens is with the good players, and as we get an icing by the Leafs, Matt, there's that separation. And he used to be able to separate himself from other players like McDavid does. Nathan McKinnon does it. But he just doesn't have that explosiveness. But now that it's explained to us, thank you, Sam. Now I realize, well, yeah, that would take a while to get back to 100%.
Face off to the right of Stolarz. Devils win the draw. Carter with it. Fires one from the corner. Save made by Stolarz. Paula tried to dig it out from underneath his glove.
But somehow he was able to make...
Matty, that's why it was called. Because it didn't hit him in the face. That's what I was looking for. But I didn't notice it coming up and catching him on the chin. And Craig Berube very upset. He might not have either. But as you mentioned, if he hit him on the jaw, underneath the jaw, it's a good call.
Jack turns the puck over. Here's Matthews breaking in, and he misses the target. Jack hustled back defensively and caused him to hustle that shot a little bit before he wanted to, maybe.
I think so. Twice now. Matthews has missed good chances.
Yes.
Then he missed the breakaway. he's not his scoring self, just confidence-wide. But, boy, that was pretty nifty the way he poked that away from Jack.
There have been better chances for Toronto shorthanded than they've had in this game in other circumstance. On their power player skating 5 aside. Jack breaks in, loses control of the puck. It's poked away by Stolars. Devils 0 for 2 on the power play.
Sorry, Matty, you are so right. They could have 3 goals shorthanded.
Yeah. Meyer made a great defensive play, clear by Toronto, on a 2-on-1, shorthanded. Yeah. And then Matthews missed the net.
Right.
Shorthanded.
Yeah.
And he just missed there.
And that's not going to show up on the score sheet even. They've only got 5 shots on goal.
Meyer across the line. It's knocked off his stick and clear.
And again, it won't matter. The Devils have 1. If they can somehow increase it, it won't matter how much puck luck against the Leafs that they had. They don't score. That's all that matters.
That's it. Race on in the far corner. Devils trying to gain control. They cannot. Lawrence jams it up. Blocked by Meyer. Taken by Mercer. 9 to go in the power play. But now it's grabbed. by Timmins. He tried to clear. Did he clip his goalie?
He clipped his goalie. He's having a rough night. He missed a pass that almost resulted in a good scoring chance for the Devils.
Finally, Toronto was able to get it out of their end.
He's just having a bad night.
Devils 0 for 3 on the power play. Marner with a drive that he shanked, and it came toward Riley. He couldn't connect. Now a Riley. That hit somebody up high. A wrister from the blue line. Siegenthaler.
Let's hope it was on the shield or the helmet. Siggy looks like it was more on some flesh. But here again, Matthews with a chance, Matty. But this one he shot really, really high. He's struggling.
What happened here? We're looking
Timmins hits.
Oh, my.
Yeah, he hits Dutter. Then it goes off the goalie. That thing's going in.
That's why
just saying, let's see, he's on my team, right? Yeah, no, but he made a save he didn't even see.
And I didn't see that, quite frankly. I just saw him go down on what was a pass try.
Timmins has had really tough luck with the puck.
Yeah.
He's not handling it well, and so is Auston Matthews. The Devils want it to continue that way.
Yeah. Siegenthaler seems to be okay. Face-off won by Toronto. 3:05 to go. In the second period, Devils leading 1-0. Matthews sweeps it through the top of the crease. Wristed around to the near side wall. Riley after it. Bastian got there first. Chipped it clear to center ice. Then he bumps Marner there in front of the Toronto bench. And here's Kovacevic. Whoops, pass behind Pesce. So with Siegenthaler out at least for a moment, a little new pairing there. I'm not saying that's why it was an errant pass, but comfort level not quite there, perhaps, between Kovacevic and Pesce. Toronto clears, 2:25 to go. We'll give you the answer to the quiz in just a moment. And remind you that Sam Kassan, wearing many hats tonight, will be in charge of our intermission report, the Citizens Intermission Report, that'll come up at the end of the second period.
You know, also struggling, the Hurricanes, not that we're, but they're behind the Sharks, who made that big trade for Mackenzie Blackwood. At home, they can't score either, man. They're having trouble putting the puck in the net, and that's usually when teams struggle. You know that old saying is we get an icing against the Devils. If you score 3 in the National Hockey, you win more close games. Not all.
Yeah.
If you only score 2, you're going to lose, or you're going to get into a shootout.
Scotty Wedgwood in goal for Colorado tonight. They lead Pittsburgh 3-1. Nathan McKinnon with his 10th goal of the season.
They were good against the Devils.
They were. Final minute 50 to go. Puck at center ice. Justin Dowling.
You know who we haven't noticed tonight? Tavares.
Yeah.
You know, I'm just saying. I know he's getting older, but I just saw, John Tavares is playing for the Leafs.
He's out on the ice now after a loose puck. Backhands ahead to Pacioretty. Fights off the check. Does Tavares. Pacioretty hands it off. The drive by Domi is stopped by Markstrom. There were numbers for Toronto. I'm not sure that Domi was the best choice. Here's Tavares across the line. Jack Hughes pokes the puck free. Tavares goes down.
Oh, no.
Oh, Hughes is just splattered. He seems to be okay as the puck is sent the length of the ice. It'll be icing on the Devils. Nothing seemingly going to happen. That is Pacioretty with the hit on Jack Hughes. He ran him over.
Matty, I think you described it better when you said get splattered. Oh, my. He's on the boards, folks. He doesn't even see Pacioretty coming. That could be a charge. It could be. Because he just unloads. My, Jack's just turning around with the puck. He's going to start moving. Oh, a little bit of a headshot. Not that Jack goes down. So maybe that's why, but whoa! That is a splatter job if I've ever seen one. And Jack's on the bench saying, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But don't you think, Matt? Hit to the head maybe or something? I don't know.
I mean, Jack's head did snap back. Now,
he was going down.
Yeah, and his head was down a little bit too.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I mean.
Yeah.
He was low, but you know what? He felt that. Hopefully he didn't feel it in his head because it was a good body blow too. Might be feeling it in his body.
Devils win the draw. Brad overskates. Final minute of play. Dowling with it in the center circle. In a playoff game,
which is what the shot total is now for the Leafs. That's averaging 3 shots a period. They got 6 shots on goal. Not going to make you happy as a coach or as a player.
No, Devils 25-6 on the shot clock or shot total advantage and a 1-0 lead on the scoreboard. We're waiting for Brendan Dillon. He is going to join us in just a moment. But first, I want to tell you that the Devils are proud to invest in New Jersey communities. Raise Jersey, presented by Schindler, will highlight and promote community organizations that offer resources and opportunities for individuals and neighborhoods to thrive. Throughout December, we'll recognize youth advocate programs. They provide individuals and their families with extensive support and resources to heal, develop, and succeed in relationships and in life. To learn more about youth advocate programs, visit NewJerseyDevils.com/RaiseJersey. So the Devils with the lead. Now they've got to protect it the rest of the way. I would think that Sheldon Keefe is very happy with the way they've played defensively. Markstrom's made some key stops. He hasn't had a lot of work, but there have been some tough ones.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing he'd be happy about was the Devils' power play, right? Because they gave up some chances.
Yeah, well, that's true.
From shorthanded. That's the only thing he would say, guys, in the third period, we're up a goal. We get a power play. We can't be careless. You can't give the other team a chance shorthanded, and the Devils don't want to do that.
Devils 0 for 3 with the man advantage, and Toronto is 0 for 2. Devils back in action on Thursday against the Los Angeles Kings. The red-hot LA Kings coming into tonight's action. They had won 5 straight, and they lead the Islanders 2-0 in the second. Complete out-of-town scoreboard coming up during the Citizens Intermission Report with Sam Kassan.
In case you just joined us on shorthanded, I'm not talking about the shots, Matt. Matthews with the breakaway. Another 2-on-1 they had. Another chance. I'm saying they gave up some high-quality scoring chances on the power play, but when you're struggling, right, that's part of getting over and into a groove. The Devils are kind of in the groove. They see the groove. I don't know if they've got both feet in the groove just yet.
Yeah, they'll have 20 minutes to get groovier. But right now they're discussing.
Hey, I grew up in the 60s. Be groovy, man. That's what I want the Devils to be.
Dude, you were the grooviest, I heard.
No, but whoever said it, thank you.
Again, Brendan Dillon, we're told, will join us in just a moment. So while we have a moment, we'll also talk about what lies ahead at the end of this homestand. Chicago comes to town. They had a big win last night against the Rangers. And
can't score. Rangers can't score.
Yeah, and they only scored the 2. Taylor Hall had a goal. We'll see the former MVP come to town. That'll be Saturday afternoon. So it'll be good to see Chicago. New head coach, Anders Sorensen.
Okay, I want to ask you something, Matt. The 23rd, we play the Rangers. It's a Monday. A fan just asked me.
Yeah.
It said, why is that an afternoon game? Do you know?
I think it's because most schools will be closed at that point for the Christmas holiday. So that's the only thing I can think of.
That's a good guess. I said, I'll ask Maddie, but I don't know. But anyway, that's another story.
I think that's it. I think that schools are closed, and it's an opportunity to get some fans in early and then get on their way to some pre-holiday festivities.
You know, and the next day's Christmas Eve, take the 23rd off. Take a little extra holiday if you're the dad, mom, and bring the kids.
Yeah, and I think a lot of businesses will be closed, too, for that full week. It's just a guess, but, it is an afternoon game on December 23rd.
Well, we are a full-service group here, Maddie. That's why I had to ask you that, because these two parents were saying, why is that an afternoon game? I didn't know, but now we got the answer.
All right, so what we'll do here, we'll take a break, and then when Brendan joins us, Sam can conduct the interview, all part of the Citizens Intermission Report. Devils lead 1-0 after 2. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network presented by Ramapo College.
Good job.
The scrape of blades, the clash of sticks. Hockey's more than a game. It's unrelenting, never give up moments that make you feel alive. And so you commit to the weekly ups and downs, the long road to the playoffs. You wear your heart on your sleeve and your jersey with pride. And when you're there for your team, the NHL shop is there for you. Check out the largest selection of official NHL gear at NHLshop.com. Fanatics experience.
You know, whenever I drive in for a Devils game, I know exactly where I'm going to park because I reserve my spot ahead of time with Park Mobile. I don't have time to drive around looking for parking. I just use the Park Mobile app to easily reserve the spot I want. Then I drive right to that lot and there's a guaranteed spot waiting for me. It's easy. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or on the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, book your spot before you leave the house with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
An orthopedic surgeon can replace a damaged joint, but they can't replace time. For you, or for the person who has to drive you around. That's why you need a surgeon who's close to home. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we have the specialized care you need to get moving again. Do it right. Here. Visit rwjbh.org/ortho. RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
This is Jacob Markstrom. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network presented by Ramapo College.
And welcome you into the Devils Intermission Report presented by Citizens. I am Sam Kassan. Brendan Dillon joins me outside the Devils locker room, and obviously a solid start for you guys, dominating in shots 25-6 and have the 1-0 lead. But how do you kind of maintain this focus while obviously dominating but not quite getting as many of the goals as you want to kind of finally break through and not let them get frustration?
Yeah, I mean, Stoller's just playing great. We just basically got to just more of the same. Pucks to the net, keep playing well. We're earning some power plays, which obviously means we're moving our feet. So just a little bit more of the same.
And how happy are you for a guy like Palat, who does a lot of the dirty work and all the good things to those lines, finally get rewarded with a nice goal there?
Oh, man, he's the best. Pally's great. He just puts his hard hat on, goes to work every day. There's a reason why Brader and Jack are able to do what they do. There's someone that's always, kind of flying under the radar, and that's Andre Palat, who we obviously love and is doing great work.
Brendan, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, that was Devils defenseman Brendan Dillon. Thankfully enough, he was able to stop by for the Devils Intermission Report presented by Citizens. Again, I am Sam Kassan. The Devils leading the Toronto Maple Leafs by a count of 1-0 after 2 periods of play. 40 minutes in the books. Shots are 26-6 in favor of New Jersey, but only 1 goal for the Devils. It's still a very tight, close game between these two teams, and anything can happen. Let's get to some of those second period highlights. Again, they entered the second period scoreless. It was still 0-0 after Stolarz had a brilliant first period, stopping all 15 shots against. He would pick up right where he left off, denying Timo Meier of a golden opportunity to keep it scoreless at the time.
Devils back across the line. Here's Palat in the corner. Sweeps it on the backhand to Meier. Timo, bottom of the far circle, still with it. Skates behind the net. Flips one to Bratt. Back to Meier it goes. 50 to go in the power play. Meier rips one. Glove save made. And we'll have a face-off.
And then Meier trying to get it done offensively. He then got it done defensively. Timo Meier was the lone man back on a power play as a 2-on-1 was developing. The two guys for the Maple Leafs on that 2-on-1, Auston Matthews, Mitch Marner. So two of the most deadly offensive players in the National Hockey League coming down for a shorthanded 2-on-1, but Timo Meier, the lone man back, playing a little defense, intercepted the cross-ice pass to deny a chance.
Luke Hughes' pass comes back to him, flips one cross ice, not controlled, and Toronto will break out. It's a 2-on-1. Marner and Matthews. Pass by Marner to Matthews, blocked away by Meier.
Brilliant play by Meier, probably the best defensive play he'll have all season. Textbook styles on the play. And then it took 25 minutes and 17 seconds for the Leafs to get their second shot of the game. They only had one shot in the first period. It took them that long to get their second shot of the game. And lo and behold, it would be Auston Matthews on a mini breakaway. But Jacob Markstrom, who wasn't seeing a lot of rubber, had to be brilliant on this one, and he was.
Here's Cotter across the line. Gives it off to Nason. Looks to go cross ice. It's blocked away, and then Matthews lifts Cotter's stick.
Stephon.
Shoot the puck. Here's Matthews again. Backhand save made by Markstrom. That was on target. Markstrom came up with the stop.
Then we talked a little bit about Palat with Brendan Dillon. He is the dirty work man. He does all the dirty work for Jesper Bratt and Jack Hughes on that line. Doesn't get a lot of the points, but he does a lot of the work that allows them to get the points. This time they help set him up for his goal, and he would give the Devils a 1-0 lead to break the tie.
19 shots for the Devils, 4 for Toronto, no score. And Toronto's had a couple of terrific opportunities here in the second. Bratt goes cross ice. Palat in deep. He scores! Andre Palat rifles one home. It's 1-0.
That's Palat's fourth goal of the season. Jesper Bratt with the assist. On the play, Jesper Bratt had the puck. He corralled it in the neutral zone, then entered the zone. 3 Maple Leafs went at Bratt. They were all looking at Bratt. Nobody looking at Palat, who was at the opposite side of the circle, top of the circle. Bratt with a perfect pass. Palat with a one-time shot. Great finish. And there you have it. Andre Palat getting rewarded for all that hard work. Goal comes at 7:16 of the second period. And finally, we get a goal in this game, and that makes it 1-0 New Jersey. And then the Devils just ride that momentum. Nico Hischier strips Marner of a puck on a shorthanded opportunity. He goes in on a breakaway, tries for the 5-hole, but gets denied.
Oh, nice poke check by Hischier. He'll have a breakaway. Short-handed, Nico in. Save made by Stolarz.
Tries to go 5-hole. And Stolarz has been good down low.
And then we said Jacob Markstrom, he's only got 6 shots against. He does have 6 saves on those 6 shots against. But they have been 6 pretty quality shots, including this one by Reeves.
Long-range shot blocker to side by Markstrom. Matthews down low for Reeves. Redirect save by Markstrom.
And then things got a little hairy at the end there. Jack Hughes had a puck, and he had the puck along the boards. And he saw Max Pacioretty coming in to hit him. He lifted his head up, saw him coming in late, and it looked like Jack actually started to drift backwards so that he could absorb this hit because he saw Pacioretty was just a freight train coming. And as he's drifting backwards, Pacioretty finishes the full check. Jack went down hard, and I don't know if it was better or worse that he started to back away. Like maybe if he'd have gone forward, it would have been worse, taking the full brunt. But he tried to kind of lean back and avoid the check, still got hit. Thankfully, though, he was able to get up, but man, it was ugly.
There were numbers for Toronto. I'm not sure that Domi was the best choice. Here's Tavares across the line. Jack Hughes pokes the puck free. Tavares goes down.
Oh, no.
Oh, Hughes is just splattered. He seems to be okay. As the puck is sent the length of the ice, it'll be icing on the Devils. Nothing seemingly going to happen. That is Pacioretty with the hit on Jack Hughes. He ran him over.
He did run him over. Thankfully, again, Jack seemed to be okay. He did have a conversation with the referees at the end, maybe asking for some clarification, maybe wanted a penalty, although, I mean, it just looked like Pacioretty was finishing his check and Jack kind of got caught in a tough position. He did pass the puck, so the puck was off his stick before the hit came, so maybe Jack was thinking it was a late hit. Either way, regardless, Jack looked okay. All things considered, the Devils come out of this second period leading 1-0 on the Toronto Maple Leafs. This is your opportunity to elevate your game day experience at Prudential Center with a luxury suite for one of our upcoming matchups this season. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/premium to learn more. So we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll look at some scores from around the National Hockey League. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
IBEW Local 102 has provided highly skilled electricians to projects in New Jersey and Pennsylvania since 1900.
Building relationships with their business partners to help grow your business is their top priority. They are the first union member of the New Jersey Business and Industry Association and a proud partner of Choose New Jersey. They have over 300 licensed contractors and mandatory OSHA safety training. Local 102, lighting the path, leading the way. Visit IBEW102.org.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
The wait is almost over.
This crowd is ready for hockey.
The world's best players take the ice to compete for their country. International Best on Best Hockey comes to Boston as Bruin stars Brad Marchand of Team Canada and Charlie McAvoy of Team USA compete to see which hockey nation will reign. Canada, Finland, Sweden, USA. The Four Nations Face-Off. Get your tickets today.
This is Jack Hughes. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
We welcome you back into the Devils Intermission Report presented by Citizens. I am Sam Kassan. Let's take a look at some scores around the National Hockey League and our Premio Sausage out-of-town scoreboard. Premio Sausage, real Italian sausage, real Italian taste. The way sausage should be. The Devils, of course, leading 1-0 on Toronto. In Pittsburgh, the Penguins are down 3-2 to Colorado. It was 3-0 initially by the Avs. But then the Penguins have scored the last two to make that one a game. San Jose has a lead in Carolina, 2-1 after two periods. The Flyers are up 4-1 in Columbus. That one, the third, about to get underway. The Kings are ahead of the Islanders. That one on Long Island, 2-1 halfway through the second. Nashville, a 2-1 lead on Calgary after a period. And the Winnipeg Jets, a 2-0 lead on Boston after one. This one, it's 1-0 New Jersey over the Leafs. 20 minutes to close this one out. Third period's coming up after the break. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
No one plans on heart problems, but everyone should have a plan for them. At RWJ Barnabas Health, we help patients of all lifestyles and medical histories plan for healthy hearts. With the latest technology and a highly specialized team of nurses, cardiologists, and surgeons, our network offers the most complete heart and vascular care in New Jersey. Make plans for a healthy heart with RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together. Visit rwjbh.org/heart.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search playstar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Today's game is proudly presented by Prudential, the official financial services partner of the New Jersey Devils. Whether you're making plans for tomorrow or protecting what matters most today, turn to the rock-solid expertise of Prudential for help every step of the way. From planning and investing to life insurance and retirement, let the team at Prudential help protect your life's work. Learn more at Prudential.com.
This is Nick DeSimone. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Good news for the Devils as we get ready for the start of period number 3. Both Jack Hughes and Jonas Siegenthaler have come out for the beginning of the third period. Jack was smoked by Max Pacioretty on a heavy hit near the end of the second period, and a shot hit Jonas up high. Never saw a replay whether it caught the shield or the side of the helmet, but at any rate, good to see both of them back out there as the third period is underway, and Siegenthaler begins slowing down Mitch Marner as Johnny Kovacevic outlets now for Timo Meier. Devils lead 1-0. The goal from Andre Palat at 7:16 of the second period. Puck in the Toronto end. Meier with it, tries to get it in front, banks it off the side of the net, taken by Kovacevic. He'll backhand in, and it's taken in the corner by Tanev. They can't clear Ken Toronto, but the Devils looking to make a line change, just played in deep, and now Toronto will clear as the Devils get a fresh group out there. Tavares in front. Oh, the puck went off the stick of Palat. The pass was for Nylander. It went off of Palat, and I don't know if Markstrom had to make a save, but it was awfully close. It might have gone off the outside of the net.
Yeah, Matt, you're right. I mean, the Leafs are trying everything to try to get one in the cage.
Myers moves in, misses.
They're missing a lot. Thank goodness. Only 6 shots. I think it did hit the side of the net, Matty. Didn't go on Markstrom, but it could have.
Myers at the right point. Down low, Pacioretty tips it far side. Riley moves into the far corner.
Oh, no.
Steps out in front, backhand shot saved by Markstrom. And the rebound is not cleared. But now the pass goes off the skate of Palat and out to center ice.
Sorry, go ahead.
Riley just walked in all alone.
I know. From the left corner, if you're looking at the net down to the left corner, he walked right in, tried to go short side of the backhand, didn't get it up, and Markstrom hugged the post.
At the blue line, shot by Timmins, save made on a tip. Here's Domi with it as it poked away by Nason. Markstrom had lost his stick, but Haula slides it toward him, and now a pass to the far point comes all the way down to a break for the Devils.
And good coverage, though, Matty, in front. There were some breakdowns, but when it needed to be there, they helped Markstrom.
Race on, icing called against Toronto, and so there'll be a face-off in their end. Well, they've come out with an inspired 2 minutes and 10 seconds of play so far.
Well, like you said, they're 0-2 in their last 2. They can't get pucks in the net very easily. So what do? Do you quit? But here's the thing for the Devils, Matty. How do they defend? How aggressively do they defend? Well, I'll tell you, they're aggressive around their net because they were the ones that really helped keep that puck out of the goal, and it's 0-0. I mean, 1-0 Devils, not 0-0.
Icing again on the Maple Leafs. The Devils will be in Toronto for our only appearance in Ontario. Well, not our only appearance in Ontario, but our only appearance in Toronto. We've been to Ottawa. Yeah. But at any rate, that'll be on January 16th.
Yeah, it's always fun to go to Toronto. I mean, Maple Leaf Gardens isn't the loudest except in the playoffs, but always fun to go there.
Bastion off the draw, tips it back to Dylan. Wrist shot save made by Stolars.
Well, it's on net, and they force the goalie to cover it up so they get another chance to win the draw. That was a clean a win. Dowling, Matty, again, he's playing well. He deserves to be up here. He won that draw cleanly. He's going to have to try to do it again. He's not a liability defensively. He's made a couple real nice plays. Let's hope he can win this and the Devils can score.
Playing his 19th game for the Devils, yeah.
Already, good for him.
Toronto with the puck, though, out to center ice it goes, and now dumped in. Reeves with a hit on Dillon behind the net, but the Devils come away with it. Stretch pass by Dowling goes off of Tatar, and Tomash put himself offside.
I got to ask you a question here. I'm talking to some fans, and they saw Jack get smashed, literally smashed. They said someone's got to go out and do something because of that. Do you agree? What can you do?
I don't. You do want to protect your stars.
Yeah.
But there was some culpability there. He was away from the boards.
Yeah, that was big.
It was a big hit, but there's some culpability on Jack's part. His head was down, and Pacioretty just threw his body at him, checked him hard.
Well, that's what I said. You want Dillon, because he'd be the only one. You want Dillon to go out there and maybe take a penalty at 1-0? No. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I get it, but you'd like to see someone step up for Jack, but I don't think it should or could or is going to happen.
Yeah. And it would have happened then, right? And there was I think there was a quick realization. Yeah, Jack was hit hard, but it was a clean hit. Hard hit.
I agree. That's why after the game, it's going to be interesting if some people are saying nobody went out and evened up the score for Jack or whatever, but they shouldn't at this point.
Myers with the puck, shot off the stick of Timo Meier, comes to Matthews. His turnaround is stopped.
Matthews, Matt, he doesn't look himself. He spun and he just shot it, like kind of slithered it at Markstrom. The other thing is Markstrom, like Stolars, is going down a lot and players aren't getting the puck up, so they don't want to change the thing. You're not going to shoot it through a goalie, and if he doesn't open his legs, you shoot it low. There's not much room.
4 minutes gone by in the third. Penalty coming up. Nylander was tripped up. Devils will be down a man early in the third.
Well, here's what happens. The puck's in the left corner. If you're looking at Markstrom of the Devils' end, there's 2 Leafs and 1 Devil. And it's Hughes. And they bang him.
2-minute minor, tripping.
And, Matt, they get the puck loose. So the 2 Leafs are coming out of the corner, and it's kind of looking dangerous. No, I was wrong. You know who was over there? Pesci was a defenseman. He got double-teamed, lost the puck. He was going behind the net, and Jack Hughes, trying to help, lost his balance and threw his leg out accidentally, but tripped down the Leaf, so you had to call it.
So Luke Hughes off at 4:02. Toronto 0 for 2 on the power play without a shot on goal. So the Devils' PK, which has been a little wonky, a little off lately, has responded tonight, and they clear the puck to center ice off the face-off win. They've got Mercer out there along with Hischier, Dillon, and Kovacevic defensively. Pass hops off of Matthews and comes back to the neutral zone. Here comes Morgan Riley. Toronto just 20th on the power play in the league. Devils look to clear. They cannot. Now they do. And Toronto has to regroup. Pratt comes on. Jack Hughes comes on. Dillon and Kovacevic remain out there. Takeaway by Jack, and he clears.
Here's the other thing. You see, Matthews, Matty, is the guy who's supposed to carry it up through the neutral zone, get it in the zone. He got it picked there. He is not himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any explosiveness to his game right now. And he's still a good player, but not like he was last year and the years before that.
Nylander's pass blocked away, and it's cleared by Siegenthaler.
Well, the good news for the Leafs, they at least haven't given up any scoring chances. But on the other side, they haven't created anything. And good for the Devils. Bad if you're a Leaf fan.
40 seconds to go in the man advantage. Nylander takes it down the center of the ice. Across the line he comes. Moves to his right. Cross the ice pass. It's blocked away. Now Ekman Larson with it. Can't get a shot off. Challenged by Holla. Nylander accepts the pass near side. To the corner for Domi. Now out high Ekman Larson. Back to Domi near circle. Quick shot. Off the glass. Bounces around. Hops over the stick of Ekman Larson. And Toronto has to clear.
And it sees on the right side, Domi has it, Matt. He's got 2 guys in front, but he shoots way high and over the net. I know he's just coming back. I get it, but jeez.
Yeah, returning to the lineup after a long absence. Long-range shot saved by Markstrom. Puck jam behind the net. Nyes takes it out. Gets it to Domi. Now Ekman Larson. Back to Domi. Shot blocked by Bastian. Gets the puck back. Fired it wide. Markstrom's lost his stick. Devils skating 5 aside. Here comes Luke Hughes out to center ice.
Only 1 shot. But again, Max Domi gets a good chance, Matty. He fires it wide. I'm thinking, Max, you're not trying to score there. You're just trying to hit the goalie. You got traffic.
Devils, yeah.
Good for, here we go. Good for the Devils.
3 for 3 on the penalty kill. Dowling wrister off the stick of Benoit, gloved by Stolars, who came out a few steps outside the crease. Yeah, it was.
A little pop fly, and the goalie catches it. But, you know, Craig Berube was telling me he wants Max Domi to shoot more, right? Because he isn't having a good year. He doesn't even have a goal. There he shot. But, kid, work on your shooting. Nevertheless, Devils are up 1-0, Matt. We don't care how pretty. Nothing matters except the score. And right now, 1-0 New Jersey. They want to hang on to it. Third period, you're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast brought to you by Ramapo College.
NHL fans, give yourself some great looks this season and get Devils tickets at Ticketmaster. As the official ticket marketplace of the Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has a wide selection of tickets available for every game so you can catch all the action live. If your plans change, you can sell or transfer your tickets, and mobile tickets make it easy to get into the arena in time for puck drop. With Ticketmaster, you'll ensure that when they shoot, you'll score. Get tickets today at Ticketmaster.com/NHL. Want to know the best way to find parking for Devils games? It's easier than you think. Now with Park Mobile, you can easily reserve a parking spot for every Devils game. So you just drive right to the lot and have a guaranteed spot waiting for you. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or in the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, don't put your parking on ice. Score a hat trick by reserving your spot with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park.
Here's another great reason to use the United States Postal Service this season. Your boxes are wrapped and the gifts are in. Our employees are ready. Let the holiday ride begin. Let's start with the price. It's easy to manage when you ship with the reliable USPS Ground Advantage. In just a few days, it's sure to arrive. We're working nonstop to keep the spirit alive. USPS Ground Advantage, the affordable and reliable shipping solution for the holidays. Visit USPS.com/advantage.
This is Jesper Brad. You're listening to Matt and Chico on the Devils Hockey Network presented by Ramapo College.
13-15 now to go in the third. Devils protecting a one-goal lead. 1-0. Andre Palat, the only score tonight. Forecheck pressure by the Devils. Toronto moves it to center ice. Toronto won here earlier this year, 4-2. This is the second of three between these two teams. We mentioned that the Devils will be in Toronto on January 16th. Jack Hughes takes it across the line for Hamilton. Return pass goes off a skate. And Connor Dewar banks one into the Devils' end. Toronto makes a change. Devils try to take advantage. Hamilton shovels the puck toward the corner. Didn't get it deep enough. And Morgan Riley clears. Puck bounces over the stick of Kovacevic. It rolls loose. Devils scramble to recover, though. And thankfully they do. 29 shots for the Devils, 10 for Toronto. Here's a wrister from the near wall by Meyer, and it's gloved by Stolars.
Well, one thing we know, Matty, both goalies have got to stay focused, right? Because this game is one shot either way from taking a major turn. And so both goalies, obviously, they're both a start so far tonight.
Yeah, they've been very, very good. Markstrom has seen fewer shots, but there have been a couple of grade A chances. Devils with some volume. Off the draw, Mercer's shot kicked aside by Stolars. Game 3 of a 5-game homestand for the Devils, coming off the loss, the shutout to Colorado on Sunday. This has been a good response defensively. Only allowing the 10 shots as offsides called on the Devils, but more than that, they've been able to protect the front to a large degree.
Well, they have, Matty, and here's another thing that Kyle just gave me. Toronto Maple Leafs have 10 shots on goal, but they've missed 15 shots. Devils have only missed 6. I just talked to Sam about that. Why? But isn't that human nature? When you're struggling, you think, I'm just going to get it between the 4x6. But no, you get fancy. You try to hit that inch or so, and instead you miss the net. And I know that's human nature, as now the Leafs get another icing call against them. And that's why coaches have a role. They have to do a good job. But do you think, Chief, Greg Ruby's saying, oh, look at guys, you can't score. Try to cut it really fine. No, he's saying, let's get the puck on the net. 10 shots is all the Leafs have.
20 is their season low.
Wow.
That came in a win against Detroit back on November 8th. Here's Nylander with it. Checked by Luke Hughes. They get together behind the net. Puck comes around to Myers at the right point. Quickly cross ice. Riley with the floater. Played off the end wall by Tavares. He's checked by Holla. Now it's loose for Nylander. Watched by Hughes. Puck to the blue line. Riley with it. Arista. That goes wide. Played off the end wall by Tavares. Squeezed tight by Markstrom. Good work by Jacob Markstrom, who may see some pretty heavy action coming up. Jake Allen, sidelined with an upper body injury. Isaac Poulter watching from the bench tonight.
That's a good point, Matty, in their important game. Okay, I don't really look at my phone, guys. Folks, I don't. But a Toronto Maple Leaf fan is a friend of mine up there. He said Matthews will score on the next breakaway. We will see. I don't think so, but that's what he's saying. Or hoping.
Well, you don't have to text your buddy as the Devils clear, but no icing, sending it the length of the ice off of Toronto's stick. Let's hope there is no other breakaway.
Oh, that's even better. If I had time, but I can't, that's what I'd text him and say, how can he do that? There's not going to be another breakaway.
Here's Matthews with the puck. His pass blocked away by Heischer. And now it rolls towards Siegenthaler. 10:50 to go in the third. Devils can't clear. Nyes keeps it alive along the blue line. Marner shovels it far side. Oh, Nyes with a hit on Kovacevic, who goes down. And Nyes is going to go off for a hit from behind.
But here is what you were talking about, Matty. When Jack Hughes got just splattered in the second period, he wasn't against the boards. You see where Kovacevic is? That's what's dangerous. He's about a foot or so away from the boards, and Nye hits him from behind, and that's the danger part, where the landing spot is not the ice.
Toronto, number 23, 2-minute minor.
Okay.
Warning.
It's not the ice, Matty. It's the hard boards that have no give to them. And, I get it. He's kind of slowing down. He wants to get the puck, but he's got to be more careful. He's not a dirty player. He's not like that. But on this play, he lost himself, Nyes, and made a very bad decision. And Kovacevic, I think, is okay, but he was shook up.
Yeah, he remains on the bench. Here's Jack Hughes with it. Devils power play for the fourth time tonight. They're 0 for 3. Dougie Hamilton. Now for Jack. Backhands for Hamilton. Near side feed for Hischier. He's along the near side wall. Down low for Neeson. Turns and plays it on net. Stopped by Stolars. Now it's Jack Hughes. Dancing, darting, wrist shot. Off a stick and wide. Brad picks it up in the far corner. Now in the circle. Out high to Hamilton. Tap pass for Jack. Jack moves in and rips one off the post. He tried to go over the right shoulder of Stolars. Now Hischier with it. Goes to the far corner for Brett. Minute 12 to go in the power play. Out high to Hamilton. Cross ice for Jack. In the left wing circle. Wrist shot. And that was deflected.
Yes.
And now the puck comes out to center ice where Jesper Bratt will corral it. Jack back across the line, applies the brakes, finds Hischier. He has it knocked loose, keeps it alive for a moment. It's loose, it's in front. Stolars with the save. He goes backwards into the net. The puck is still free. Jack hits, he went up, and it's cleared by Dewar. Racing back is Dawson Mercer. He's upended on the play. Shot, they score! Pontus Holmberg with the short-handed goal. Oh my, what a series of events here. We're tied at 1.
Well, Devils had a great chance. And as you mentioned, Stolars doesn't have a stick. He's down on his back. He's on his side. And then it's Jack Hughes, Matty. He sees the puck in a pile of 3 or 4 players. He's not going to jam it. He's going to try to toe drag it out of that group and then have some room to shoot it. As he toe drags it out, it gets knocked up the ice, and then the race is on, and 2 Devils battling each other. It's a flip shot to get there. Or he takes out Dawson Mercer, and coming late is Holmberg. Do you think, I'm not trying, Markstrom knows he should have stopped it, right, Matt? I know he should have, went through his leg. But you think he got confused by all that stuff going on, all the chaos was happening?
Chaos is a great word for it, because that's exactly what it was. Devils still on the power play. Luke Hughes across the line, cuts in front, backhand shot saved by Stolars, and he dives to cover up. Oh my!
What a play by Luke Hughes. He goes end to end, and this is what the great defenseman used to do. I told Jack, Luke, he will do this eventually. So he's a left shot though. Stolars taking away the short side, so he's going to try to go to the deep and drag it around him. So that's a toe drag going, if you're looking at the net, from left to right. But as he does, Stolar kind of goes forward, Matty. He's getting closer to the puck. Luke's got to get it up. He couldn't get it up over the pad. Another big save by the goaltender. And I just want to talk after this faceoff about the Luke Hughes play that resulted in a goal for the Leafs. Now you could say, why didn't he just jam it? That's not what he does. He's going to pull it out, so he's got an angle to shoot it in. But unfortunately, Matty, it worked against him on that one, but that'll happen. 199 times it'll work.
Yeah.
This one time it didn't.
Nyes out of the box. Toronto allowed 3 shots, but they scored a goal. Devils did not. A shorthanded goal, Pontus Holmberg, his second of the season, first shorty, and we are tied at 1.
Everybody was shocked. Hey, Matt, well, I was, when the puck went in, I was watching the chaos.
Cotter with a shot off the stick of Myers and out of play. Yeah, everything that took place in front of Anthony Stolarz, it looked like the Devils were set up for a goal. Instead, back the other way.
And then it was chaos down there. Players were flying around. 2 Devils actually run into each other after the goal. But all that counts is see that scoreboard. It's now 1 on 12 shots for the Leafs, 1 on 35 shots for the Devils. But the score is 1-1, 8:14 to go here in the third. You're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast, brought to you by Ramapo College.
Operating engineers are the men and women that move mountains. And the Engineers Labor Employer Cooperative, ELEC, puts them to work. They create opportunities for the men, women, and union signatory contractors of Local 825, repaving our roads, keeping our homes bright and warm, and even building our favorite team stadium. We understand infrastructure. That's why ELEC and Local 825 are ready to get to work.
Take a free shot at winning $10,000 with the Golden Goal Sweepstakes, brought to you by PlayStar, the official online casino of the New Jersey Devils. Join PlayStar today and you'll enjoy a deposit bonus of up to $500, along with up to 500 free spins. Find more ways to play like a champion with hundreds of the hottest games, including blackjack, roulette, and the best slots in New Jersey. Download the app or search playstar.com and be the star. Terms and conditions apply. You must be 21 or older and within the state of New Jersey to play. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe. When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
This is Dougie Hamilton. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
Well, you never know when the challenges will come in a game. Could come in the first minute, could come in the last, could come with 8:14 remaining, and this is a Devils challenge moment. They have controlled play, led 1-0, out shooting Toronto, but the shorthanded goal ties it up. And let's see how the Devils respond. They cannot get down.
They certainly can, Matt. It's going to be a meaningful 8 minutes for them.
So Holmberg with the shorthanded goal after the Devils almost scored a power play goal. Puck in front of the Toronto Nets, but Cotter just can't control it. It was chopped around, and now it's cleared.
Benoit just got his stick picked. Boy, that was a loose defense by him. And that's what the Devils got to do, though. It was their pressure that caused that.
At center ice, Philip Myers plays it in. Bounces behind the net. Domi centers. Picked off nicely by Mercer. Can't clear Myers' drive off the stick of Myers' stick. Wait a minute.
Yeah, the Myers' stick went flying. Is he going to keep it? Okay, here's what I got to say, though. The Leafs score. I don't know if you noticed how many people with Leaf jerseys on stood up and cheered. It's not quite as many as we see at a Ranger game. But I got to tell you, Matt, there are a lot of Leaf fans here, and they are vocal when the Leafs do something that warrants it.
Yes, a fan base that has suffered through so many heartaches and heartbreaks. Tatar the other way with a shot, and that goes off of Timmins in wide. 1967, their last Stanley Cup championship. Wow. It has been a while. Brendan Dillon fires one. Scrambled after a loose puck. It hit the glass. Now from the far side, Hamilton misses. He gets the pass from Dillon, or a little wrister, blockered away by Stolarz, way out high, and the puck is cleared by the Leafs.
He got the puck, Matty, before it got to the crowd and around him. A good play by him.
With purpose.
Yes.
Kristanev. And his pass intercepted by Hischier. Deflects it to the Devils' end. Kovacevic will pick it up.
If you're hearing a chant, folks, that is Let's Go Devils, not Let's Go Leafs. Got to give our fans credit, too.
Trying to rally the club. The game is tied at 1. 35 shots for the Devils, 12 for the Maple Leafs. The shorthanded goal tying it up at 10:42. Here's Matthews. Well, there's something odd happened in that play.
Yeah.
Kovacevic thought that there was a offside, maybe? Might have been. Anyway, play continues. Ekman Larson. Down low from Matthews. Puck poked off his stick, taken by Jack. He'll skate behind the net and wait. Surveys. He'll take it himself. Up to the blue line. Head and shoulder fake. Up to the red line. Dumps it in. Chasing his Palat, the Devils' goal scorer tonight. Ekman Larson works it around, and Nylander chips it free.
I'll tell you one thing, Matty. The Leafs will be playing for extra time. They'd just be happy to get something out of this.
Here's Pesce with it. Devils have gone beyond regulation 3 times this season. Toronto 4 times. Neither team's gone to a shootout.
Interesting. But that's why I say the Leafs would be happy with that. So they trailed most of the time. Good check by, who was that?
Cotter on Benoit.
Good job by Paul Cotter. Is that considered eliminating the opponent?
Yeah, he did a good job of that.
Put him on the ice and he lost the puck. And
now it's Nylander tied up by Luke Hughes. Pass blocked away and cleared by Nason.
The one guy I don't want to have any, and I like him, Matt, as we get an icing call against him. Matt Pacioretty, he's a good guy. And he's back and he's trying to establish himself. But he unloaded on Jack. I just don't want him being in on the any kind of scoring play for the Leafs. From here on in, I don't want anybody to be. But you know what I mean? How sometimes those are the things you kind of cheer for in a game.
Islanders in action tonight. And they're at home trailing in the third to the LA Kings. Next up for the Devils. Out-of-town scoreboard presented by Premio Sausage. Real Italian sausage. Real Italian taste the way sausage should be. Off the icing. Puck in the Devils' end. Domi works it free. Tatar can't clear. Holmberg, who tied it up with a shorthanded goal, drives it behind the net. Taken by Luke Hughes and now Nason. Backhands off the wall. Holmberg will pick it up in his own end.
Matthews, what a good play with his skate.
He kept the play onside. Here's Holmberg. Finds Matthews. Tees one up. Glove save made by Markstrom.
Attaboy, Jacob. I don't know if it was going a little wide. I'm saying it was on net. They'll look at it. But Matthews coming alive here a little bit. Devils got some challenges ahead of them. But right now it's 1-1. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the third period. And you're listening to the New Jersey Devils hockey broadcast brought to you by Ramapo College.
Premio Sausage presents life's biggest questions.
Mark, you just led your team to victory today. Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, what kind of sausage are they grilling out there? I can practically taste it from here.
Let's go back up to the booth.
Well, Diana, by the smell of things, there's no doubt they're cooking Premio Italian sausage. Premio is made with butcher-quality cuts of meat, authentic Italian spices, and nothing else. Just add your own personal touch for a winning recipe.
When sausage is the question, Premio is the answer. Premio, the way sausage should be.
Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial game. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/YouGotThis. Member FDIC. From the electricity out on the ice to the roar of the crowd in the stands, there's nothing quite like Devils hockey. And this season, you can be there live to cheer them on. As the official ticketing partner of the Devils and the NHL, Ticketmaster has you covered with the largest selection of seats at a wide variety of price points. So get off the couch and get into the stands. Grab great seats to see the Devils today at Ticketmaster.com.
This is Luke Hughes. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network presented by Ramapo College.
The Devils will celebrate summer in December here at Prudential Center when they bring the Jersey Shore up north ahead of the holiday break. against the Pittsburgh Penguins. That night will feature a number of summer-themed activations, contests, and live performances. Secure your seats at NewJerseyDevils.com/tickets. Pittsburgh trailing tonight to Colorado at home. Battle of Cole Harbor, Nova Scotia.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Nathan McKinnon and Sidney Crosby from that town, and it's Colorado leading 5-2 late in the third. 5-2.
Ooh.
Here, it's 1-1.
Yeah, and this is what counts. But I'll say the Leafs are pressuring right now.
Dawson Mercer hands it off. Meyer shot squeezed between the pads by Stolars.
Now, Dawson Mercer was involved in the goal by the Leafs. He was the one going back, and he got twisted around. I don't know who the other Devil was coming back. But when they scored, Matty, I just watched it. He got up and said, what? What happened? Here, he pressures the Leaf defense, chips it back, and Timo Meier tries to sneak it under the right pad. Stolars gets it down just enough to make the save.
Nico Hischier wins the draw cleanly. Siegenthaler with the wrister tip. It's loose in front off the save by Stolars, but cleared by Tanev. And backhands in. It goes off the stick of Siegenthaler, so no icing. And that backhand came from beyond the red line, but Siegenthaler tried to knock it down. It canceled the potential icing. Here's Marner. Now ahead for Nyes. Stride for stride. Kovacevic goes with him. Nyes had hit Kovacevic and received a boarding penalty earlier in this period, but nothing more develops. Icing called on the Devils. Nothing should. It's a 1-1 game with 3:02 to go.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be a good call now, man. But Alex Stolzar, who played so well for the Florida Panthers, right?
Yeah.
He could be establishing himself with the league. Remember we talked about Wedgwood? He's going to Colorado. Of course, Mackenzie Blackwood, his old partner here in New Jersey's there, but he could really have a prominent role, and Stolzar could be the same situation. He certainly is tonight.
He is tonight. Joseph Wall, of course, is the guy that he shares things with. Devils win the draw clear. No icing is called. Toronto has to come out of its own end. Hamilton slows down Holmberg, who keeps going. Loose puck is played in front. It deflects off of Brendan Dillon, and now Hamilton takes it out at center ice. Nice pass for Pratt in the Toronto zone. Applies the brakes to Hamilton at the right point. Back to Jesper. Cross-ice feed for Dillon with a shot blockered off the glass by Stolars. 2:25 to go in the third. Game tied at 1. Toronto's lost its last two. Devils shut out on Sunday by Colorado. Ekman Larson puts it on the stick of Connor Timmins. Plays it in, comes off for a change. Oh, it took a weird bounce, but played behind the net by Markstrom.
Devils are under pressure. See how they're just dumping it out, Matty? They're not coming out cleanly on their breakouts. But I'm okay with that. They just don't want to give up another goal. They're like the Leafs right now. Neither team, not that they don't want to win it, but they don't want to lose it.
Take your chances after you've pocketed a point.
Exactly.
Good work by Cotter. Keeps the puck alive, but as it rolls free, Toronto able to exit the zone. Here's Tavares. Oh, Luke Hughes goes down, but coming over to help is Hall is slowing Tavares down. Another hold-your-breath moment there. But good work by the Devils, preventing Tavares from doing any damage. Pesci behind the goal. Now for Hall, has some room, lifts it clear with 1:22 to go. Puck into the Toronto zone where Morgan Riley will bank one off the glass and out. It gets past Kovacevic and comes down, and they rule that he could not have played it in the eyes of the linesman, so that's icing.
Yeah, but you see, I agree with Craig. The Kovacevic, if I said you have got to play that, he would have. But he twisted as the puck was coming to him, so it made it look like he doesn't have a chance. No, it might not result in anything. But if the Devils score here, it will, and the Leafs won't be happy. We need Nico Hischier to win this draw. That's what we need.
1:12 to go in the third. He'll oppose John Tavares. Nico has won 16 of 24 faceoffs tonight.
Wow.
Puck comes to the near wall. That one was kind of 50-50. Toronto able to control it, but not clear as Nyes is pressed to the wall far side by Kovacevic. Now it's poked free, and Kovacevic has to pick it up at his own blue line in the final minute of play here in the third. Kovacevic for Dawson Mercer. Has some room at center ice. Plot in the second. Holmberg, a shorthanded goal here in the third. We're tied at 1. Nyes has it in his own end. Crosses the red line. Dumps and chases after it is Siegenthaler. Finds Kovacevic. Matthews tries to knock it free. It comes to Matthews. Looks for Nyes in front. It's picked off nicely by Meyer, but he can't get it out of the zone. Here's Siegenthaler near side. Checked by Matthews. Tanev drives it deep. Kovacevic picks it up with 23 to go, and he clears. This will be icing on the Devils.
Not quite. No. Didn't quite make it,
Didn't quite make it. And so a break for the Devils. They're able to get some fresh troops out there. Nylander across the line. Nylander has it poked away. Fires one out off the outside of the net. Now it's Tavares with 5 to go. Battle along the far wall. Ekman Larson with a shot. Goes wide, and that'll do it as regulation comes to an end.
You think it's fitting? Maybe. Yeah. It's 38-12, Devils shots. But when I think of Toronto, they had a breakaway. They had a 2-on-1. They had another great chance. I still think the Devils did have the edge in play because they got 38 shots. But I don't think either team is disappointed. See about that Kyle's going downstairs to do more work, sorry. But anyway, I don't think either team is disappointed because neither one actually lost. Now, getting that other point that counts.
And it'll be decided in overtime, which comes your way after this break. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College.
You know, whenever I drive in for a Devils game, I know exactly where I'm going to park because I reserve my spot ahead of time with Park Mobile. I don't have time to drive around looking for parking. I just use the Park Mobile app to easily reserve the spot I want. Then I drive right to that lot and there's a guaranteed spot waiting for me. It's easy. You can make a parking reservation right in the Park Mobile app or on the parkmobile.io website. Search for Prudential Center, select your game, and reserve your spot. So the next time you're going to watch the Devils at Prudential Center, book your spot before you leave the house with Park Mobile, a smarter way to park. Matt Laughlin here. As the official voice of the New Jersey Devils, I'm here to make sense of the game. And Citizens, the official bank of the New Jersey Devils, is here to help you make sense of your money. You can count on me to call every play made by your favorite team. And you can count on Citizens for every aspect of your financial game. From saving, to checking, to achieving your goals. Citizens, official bank of the New Jersey Devils. Learn more at citizensbank.com/you got this. Member FDIC.
Back here at Prudential Center, Matt Laughlin along with Chico Resch. We're going to go 3-on-3 to overtime for the Devils. It's the fourth trip to OT for Toronto, the fifth. Toronto 2 for 2. Never had a shootout this year. Devils 1 for 2 in overtime. Not had a shootout.
But here's where the stars come out. See who's lining up?
Matthews, Marner, Ekman Larson for Toronto. Jack Hughes, Nico Hischier, Brett Pesce for the Devils as the Devils control the draw. 2-on-1. Hughes across the line. Shot goes wide.
Did it get deflected? Oh, my, that hurts.
Here comes Toronto. On the counter. Shot by Matthews. Misses the target.
Two great players. Both Matthews and Jack Hughes with great chances. They both missed the net. That happens. That's hockey.
So now here's Jack in front of the Devils bench. Takes it across the line. Now backpedals. Jesper Bratt comes on. Here's a pass for Pesce. Gains the zone. Moves down to the right wing corner. Fires it around far side. And Jack will pick it up.
He's on the right side. He throws it all the way around so his team could get it.
Yep, here's Jack back across the line. Far circle. Puck bobbled a little bit. And so as he controls, he'll backhand to his brother.
Because that's the one thing you don't want to do, Matt. You don't want to give up the puck.
Luke Hughes takes it across the line. Gives it off to Dawson Mercer. Steps to the corner. Steps on the brakes. Gives it to Bratt. Jesper out high. Now out to center ice he'll go. Ekman Larson still out there for Toronto. Nylander and Domi are on. Here's Mercer. Pass goes off a stick, but Bratt able to pick it up. Jesper turns. Has some room. Jesper Bratt on the breakaway. Moves in. Shot off the glass.
Well, missing the net on good chances, Matty, seems to be the rule tonight, isn't it?
Yes.
I say missing the net. I'm not saying goalies making great saves. They're just missing the net.
Now it's Meyer across the line in on a backhand. Moves behind the net. Goes to the corner. Out high, top of the far circle, still with it, protects. Spins, looks around, skates inside the blue line, hands it off to Heischer, says, let's regroup.
Didn't you? I thought Pratt's going to score. I really did.
It had the makings. Heischer across the line. Looks for Hamilton in front. The puck hops over his stick. Devils will have to hustle back. Here's Tavares across the line. Slowed down by Heischer. Spins. Is poked free by Hamilton.
Hamilton was down on the ice in the Toronto net. He got up, good back check, and he stole the puck, now has it.
Drops it off for Jack Hughes. Palat comes on. Who's the third Devil? It's Pesce. Jack in the center circle. He spins back, doesn't like what he sees. Marner out there with Matthews and Tanev for Toronto. 2:25 to go in overtime. Here's Jack looking around. Crosses the blue line, puts on a burst of speed, slides it to Pesce, shot blocked away by Stolarz. Race on, Matthews after it along with Pesce. Matthews moves in, scores!
Oh, Matt, who gets the credit? The save by Stolarz. He makes an incredible right arm save. I don't know if it was block or elbow. It goes flying out of the towards the Devils' end, and then Matthews, I was hoping he wasn't going to get another breakaway. Pesce is trying, and I don't know, like, do you take a penalty? Because Brett Pesce's a little behind him. He's kind of bugging him, but he doesn't want to take a penalty, right? Oh, what a save coming up here, Stolarz. And then the sticks goes flying. I'm looking here. Pesce is trying to jab at him. But the puck's rolling, bouncing around. But you know, Matthews, it gets in his feet. Just outside the top of the crease. He doesn't shoot that. He just goes, beep! Right? He just lifts it up, Matty. Boy, is he happy. And the Devils are disappointed. How could you figure? I thought, was it Myers with the big shot there? Stolarz blocked. She coming late. Sorry, Matty, I forget. But whoever it was had a great opportunity. But when the puck was bounced away from the net, out high, Devils were caught. And I mean, the captain, Matthews, is, I don't think I've ever seen him more excited.
Well, it had not been his night.
No.
He missed breakaways, was stopped on a breakaway.
Didn't handle the puck well. Shot it high and wide by a huge margin.
Yeah.
But then, when it counted the most, he's got the nice touch, 69 goals last year, and he doesn't shoot it, folks, because Pesce's bugging him with his stick, right? He's not going to let him rear back and snap it. So, you know, Matthews keeps the stick in kind of tight, and then when the puck's laying there, boom, he just lifts it up underneath the crossbar, goal.
A very heartbreaking loss for the Devils. They played very, very well, but a shorthanded goal and an overtime goal, and they lose 2-1.
I never thought about... You know what, Matty? That's true. You forget about the shorthander, which seems really lucky and all that kind of stuff. But the Leafs being outshot 38-14. That, folks, that's a huge margin in a hockey game. But the Leafs hang in there. Finally win it 2-1.
Yeah, and it was Brett Pesce who had the shot. That was knocked aside by Stolarz, so he was in deep.
Oh.
That didn't help.
And Brett has scored 1 goal or no goals?
Brett?
0. Yeah, you know, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he said, this is my time. I'm taking this in. Because, folks, he's going right down the middle of the ice. You know where the hash marks are. He's in between, probably the high hash mark, but he's got a direct shot. Makes a good shot. but it's high to the blocker. Stolar, he's going to have a good time with his family, however long that is after the game, because he was, without a doubt, the number one star tonight, Matty.
He played well as the Jersey kid. Not his first appearance in Prudential Center in the National Hockey League, but his first with Toronto, gets the start and backstops them to a victory, his 9th of the season. And Toronto ends its 2-game losing streak. Devils now winless in their last 2. They do pick up a point, but just a bit of a heartbreak, no doubt, tonight.
Yeah, Matty, nothing's coming easy for the Devils right now. We talked about it and probably should keep our mouth shut, or I should, because I thought they should win 5. Well, they won 1. They lost 1. Now they've lost 1 in overtime, so that's 1-1. But it is really, hopefully, a must against the Kings. But you know what, Matt? I can't say they didn't play desperate, right? There were times where they were really working hard. And I'll be honest with you, Matty. You know what I'm really happy about? Jack Hughes didn't get hurt on that hit. Yeah. That was vicious. When I say that, I'm not saying Pacioretty was an animal and just went out to drill him. But I'm saying he saw the possibility. Jack had his head down, was kind of going down, or at least did when Pacioretty came at him. And Pacioretty just smothered him. And fortunately, Jack came back, had some good chances. But, you know, Matt, we talk about it. Jack Hughes, really good goal scorer, good shooter. Jesper Bratt, really good goal scorer, really good shooter. They don't get one tonight.
No.
You know what I mean? But they had great chances, but they couldn't score. And why? I hope someone doesn't say to the coach, Sheldon, why aren't those guys scoring? Go ask them. I bet you they wouldn't even know. I bet they wouldn't.
Yeah, well, we'll hear from Sheldon Keefe and get reaction from the Devils dressing room on the post-game show, which comes up right after this timeout. But before that, let's remind you that whether it's for you or the Devils fan in your life, holiday packs are the best gift this holiday season. Build your pack by selecting 5 matchups at Prudential Center and also receive a special edition Luke Konatuk per seat purchased. As an added bonus, you'll also receive a Devils player autographed item per transaction. Visit NewJerseyDevils.com/partial plans to get yours today. We'll take a timeout. We'll have the post-game show after this. In overtime, at 2:51 of the extra session, Auston Matthews with his 9th goal of the season. Toronto wins 2-1. You're listening to the Devils Hockey Network, presented by Ramapo College. In hockey, it's all
team ever. 87, I think, was probably the most talented team. I think 85 team had a better overall record. I think it was 16-1 or 16-2 in that playoff year. 87, we got tangled up against Philadelphia, but we felt we're a better team. But sports isn't about who's a better team. It's about it's about the belief system inside the dressing room. And Philadelphia wouldn't quit. Mike Keenan wouldn't allow the young Philadelphia team to quit. They were kind of banged up. They had some injuries, but they were able to extend the series after what we thought probably should have been maybe at least 4 or 5 game series. We lost, I think, the first game, if I remember correctly, and then came back and won 3 in a row, coming home to win the 5th game, only to realize that winning a championship, even after all the experience we had, is not that easy. And then going back to Philadelphia for Game 6, and they trounced us in Philly. Now we find ourselves in a Game 7, and then once you get to a Game 7, anything can happen. You can get a bad break, an unlucky bounce, as we've seen in the past. And so everything's at stake. Everything's on the line. And I think luckily for us, we're able to, really kind of rely on our experiences that we had in the past. We felt incredibly confident that if we went out and played our best game and Philadelphia went out and played their best game, our best was going to be good enough. But even with that, there was so much uncertainty. And sure enough, we're able to win our 3rd cup in 4 years, which was quite an incredible feat.
That was Hockey Hall of Famer and Stanley Cup champion for the Edmonton Oilers, Mark Messier, on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio's The Morning Skate with Scott Laughlin on Channel 91.
Follow every second of the action on NHL Network Radio. From behind the bench to every play on the ice. If it's hockey, it's on Sirius XM NHL Network Radio. Sirius XM 91.
I'm Frank Trachtenberg with your Sirius XM NHL schedule for Tuesday, December the 10th. All times are Eastern, and please remember, all games, times, and channels are subject to change. Check SiriusXM.com for the latest updates. In the NHL, 7 p.m., Pittsburgh Penguins take on the Colorado Avalanche. Penguins on Sirius 209, XM 220, and Internet 941. Avalanche on Internet 926. 7 p.m., Columbus Blue Jackets face the Philadelphia Flyers. Blue Jackets on Sirius 211, XM 222, and Internet 927. Flyers on Internet 940. 7 p.m., New Jersey Devils take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Devils on Sirius 208, XM 219, and Internet 936. Maple Leafs on Internet 946. 7 p.m., Carolina Hurricanes face the San Jose Sharks. Hurricanes on Sirius 210, XM 221, and Internet 924. Sharks on Internet 942. 7:30 p.m., New York Islanders take on the LA Kings. Islanders on XM 223, Internet 937. Kings on Internet 932. 8 p.m., Nashville Predators take on the Calgary Flames. Predators on XM 201, Internet 935. Flames on Internet 923. 8 p.m., Winnipeg Jets face the Boston Bruins. Jets on XM 202, Internet 951. Bruins on Internet 921. 9 p.m., Edmonton Oilers face the Tampa Bay Lightning. Oilers on Sirius and XM channels 167, Internet 930. Lightning on Internet 945. 9:30 p.m., Utah Hockey Club take on the Minnesota Wild. Utah on XM 203, Internet 947.